Run when the rhythm's right, go into the night. Throw until you're out of sight and you're out of my mind. Run when the rhythm's right, go into the night. Floating as the river flows, easy as it goes to the ocean. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never try. Secrets in your eye, you go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart, heart, breaks my heart, 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 breaks my heart, 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 breaks my heart, 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 breaks my heart. Lost in the midnight blue, shadows of the moon. Here with open arms for you, feeling something so new. Said with me you'd reach the sun, oh but we were so young. Love me till the summer's done, but keep me in your heart, so I hold on. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never try. Secrets in your eye, you go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart. Colors of the sky, breaks my heart. All I see is colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. But all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. All I see is colors of the sky. to the ground now, and somehow I feel like you don't know me. Shook me to the ground now, I don't even know how. Brought me to a life that you never showed me. Coming from a locked up ghost, I'll be yourself, but you're coming from the light. There's more to you than you ever thought there was. Yeah, you're coming from the light.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, welcome. My name is Resorty. To you one and all, I say hello, friends. Hello. How the heck's it going out there in viewerland? Over here in streamerland, it's very, very cold, unfortunately. So unbelievably cold. It's actually not that bad yet. I know many of you are in the throes of winter, and so it's certainly worse where you are. That said, it's gotten to the point now where I'm wearing my little slippers. Before stream starts, I'm wearing my little bathrobe. It's not even. I always say bathrobe. It's a winter robe with like woolly, comfortable stuff. It's all very good. So cozy and toasty over here. Hopefully the same for you, unless you're in the southern hemisphere, in which case I hope you're cooling down and not too terrible. Whichever way though, glad you're here with us. Thanks for showing up right at the start. I got some stories, I got some news, I got some conversation, and hopefully you're ready for some comfort, some enjoyment, and eventually, hopefully, we'll see some Crusader Kings III. So welcome in, Axix. Jim, welcome back, my friend. Hope it's going well. Jim, I've enjoyed seeing you mention pickleball repeatedly. I'm glad you've gotten into pickleball. I know it's a game that's sweeping the nation right now. Just before we left our Midwestern town, the local bank owner built a new building at his bank facility solely because he wanted to play pickleball with people. And I never had a chance to use it, but it's a big enough deal that he built himself a building, and people apparently are enjoying it quite a bunch. As I understand, pickleball, it's a somewhat slower version of tennis. Good for those of us who maybe don't quite have the joint strength we used to, those of us who move a little slower. But it seems like fun. Seems like a fun kind of sport. So glad you're enjoying it. Very cool. I haven't seen it here in Tokyo yet. Maybe that's where I can get in on the ground floor. I can make a pickle and pickle location. You can come and play pickleballs, and we serve lots of food that is just and only pickle based. Gonna be amazing. Hello, Pepper. How's it going? Pepper, I see you have the golden kappa. I don't know how it's given out these days, but congratulations on winning or earning or being randomly assigned, who knows, a symbol that used to be very, very rare and important on Twitch. Congratulations, friend. Good to see you for sure. Hello to you, Ramrod. How we doing, Wizards? Wizards, hope life's going okay, my friend. I shouldn't ask live like this, but are you back to work now? I know you said your business was shut down for a while because of flooding. Hopefully that's been resolved since. Jewel to see, hello, how's it going? Not a zilch. Thank you for the resubscription. That is very kind of you to support our channel in those ways. Hello to you, Ramrod, did I say hi? Not sure if I said hi. Apologies if I already did. HPG, hello, my friend. Hello to you, Knoots. Hello, Slivers. Wizard, you've been back to work. Awesome. Very glad to hear that because, yeah, it's an awful thing when you're having a job and things are stable and then suddenly the act of God comes and stops everything all at once. So that's rough. Yeah, flooding, storms, all these things we can't quite control despite our best efforts. Our natural world is still so powerful. As I remember, every time we have an earthquake here, we prepare for the earthquakes. We have our buildings that sway pretty well, but every once in a while, something falls off the wall, and I say, well, probably shouldn't have put that there. Luckily, so far, we've had no furniture go down. Yeah, none of our furniture has fallen to the floor, in part because a lot of furniture here is, what's the word? Stout, I guess? Like, it's relatively small, or relatively short off the floor and kind of wide. And so it shakes, and then doesn't go down so much. If you have taller pieces, you're supposed to connect them to the wall in some way. Now, with that said, one of these days, the stream monitors are going down. One of these days, everything in here will break, and boy, howdy, might I feel bad about that. But it'll be a funny story at least. Hey, Ozzy Darklighter, rather. Thank you very much for your Prime sub also. 4 months, and for that, you get 5 hearts. Thank you for the hearts, I appreciate them. Wizards, you got more hours, a semi-promotion, and a raise. I'm interested in what semi-promotion means. Is that one of, like, they jam the name assistant in front of your title, and aha! This new title increase is worth no money, but you can feel proud in your heart. Semi-promotion. I love it. I love it. Again, thank you all for being here today. Yeah, you may have seen in the intro that I got my first YouTube comment response to one of the streams. So recently I've been trying hard to put our content out there on more than one site. So some of you can watch us over on YouTube, either to draw in new viewers, or some of you really enjoy that you can pause and go back in a stream instead of having to load up the old VOD and go backwards that way. And so it's useful, it's good. And of course, live chat is not permitted over there because I can't moderate it effectively. But after it's done, after the stream is done, it becomes a normal YouTube video on which people can comment. And so yesterday, that's not the right button, yesterday, nope, there we go. Yesterday, I got my first real comment, and if you saw the intro, you already saw it. That comment says, dude, people want to see you cheesing mechanics and winning, not comments about every single little uninteresting thing you can think of. So, I read this comment this morning about 3 a.m. and said, huh, well, that's not great, but it's fine. There was probably an earlier version of Resorty who would have been just absolutely crushed by that kind of thing. Absolutely confused and hurt and so on. And I got thinking though, like, number one, how do you cheese CK3? Now, maybe there's some possible cheesing I don't know of, but I have absolutely no idea what you even want from me because, I mean, I guess you can abuse AI mechanic to encourage AI to, like, make bad river crossing. Because you can split your army in a bunch of ways and then expose a very weak army to a disadvantageous cross, and then you bring your troops in. I don't know of any other cheese in the game, honestly. So it's possible there's a whole network of like CK3 hackers out there who know how to do things. Is it true? Like, do any of you know actual cheese in the game? Because it just doesn't feel like the kind of game that one would cheese. And if you do, it seems like pretty boring. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, frankly, this is not affecting me. It's not a big deal. It's just, it's a weird comment on a game like this one. So, I don't know. You found that doing funky roleplay playthroughs were way more interesting. Yeah, it is the case that I, at some point, want to do a playthrough where all of the, statistics, all the numbers, all of the like known traits are hidden to some degree, and we'll see what we can figure out and what kind of choices we can make without being able to say right away, he has 15 martial and I have 17 martial, and try to get a clear sense that way. I think it'll be a very funny playthrough, though probably not successful. Stiffing Brit does a lot of cheese. It's true. I do wonder if Stiffing Brit has a CK3 video. Like I said, I'm not actually bothered by this. The second thing, though, independently whether my side comments are uninteresting, I don't know how else to stream. Like, really and sincerely, if I had to only talk about the video game, how? Like, would I spend a large portion of the stream going, well, we're now going to wait for our troops to walk across? Well, for the next 20 minutes, we're watching this building build. Yeah, I'm very happy with the community we have. Like, I'm delighted that we're hanging out as we do, but I'm just not sure what Buddy wants, honestly. It's so anathema to how I stream, so... This is the place where I'm comfortable saying not every stream is for every person, not every mode of interacting with the world is for every person, but I'm glad that you all enjoy it as much as you do, because, yeah. I do wonder, though. I always wonder when someone leaves a piece of feedback like that, do they believe they're helping the person? Because back in the day, back when I was a more sensitive streamer, I would think, oh, that person's just trying to be mean. But I do wonder, like, is it possible they're saying, oh, you don't know how to stream? You think this location, this medium, is for like focus on gameplay and let people watch pure, unadulterated, expert level gameplay. But I don't know. It's not a big deal. I promise I'm not at all worked up about this. Those of you saying to ignore it, I am. I swear. I'm just thinking about the issue. Thinking about like, when someone takes the time to type, I always assume they believe they're sharing important value, like they're sharing something that matters to them. Now, of course, this is absolutely false. I know people troll, I know people just type to type, but I don't know. I've considered writing back, being like, hello, you've made me very, very sad. And seeing how they respond to that kind of thing. But that'd be disingenuous, and I don't want to do that. So, yeah, who knows? We get comments, we get emails, all pretty good. Oh, Riz, so naive. Yeah, I mean, I guess I try to approach like online spaces very similarly to every other space in life. Because it really is the case that people typing on the internet are just people, right? The kind of people I'd run into in my classrooms, on the streets, at the office, otherwise. And I tend to assume the people I run into in those places are just trying to get around the world, right? Are just trying to share their ideas and interact in a way that is mutually beneficial, hopefully. And so I want to assume good faith always. And if that's a sign of naivete, it probably is. That is indeed me. So, yeah, I think if I approached the world in any other way, like where I assumed that everyone was out to get me and everyone was trolling all the time, I'd feel so lonely. Like I'd feel so disconnected from folks. Having that kind of guard up all the time that says, I must be afraid of you, I must be suspicious of you, it would just be incredibly hard for me, for sure. Anyway, enough about that. Core Traption, good seeing you. Hope you're doing well today. I got one more big story, and then we'll look at the ads. Because friends, our designer came back overnight with the changes to the possible Reddit ads that we discussed about a week and a half ago. And I'm excited to share them with you. Excited to show them to you, not with you. Evaluate them with you, show them to you, that kind of thing. Yesterday, you'll be aware we began stream by saying, I have a problem with a student. And I'm interested in trying to sort out this problem. The problem is I have a student who has lost his entire notebook approximately a week before the exam. And we discussed this yesterday in great detail. Many of you gave me some feedback. We thought together. And so the big solution we came up with was that I would ask the other section that this student is not in, whether they'd be willing to share a notebook with the students, and that way the student would have someone's notes, and then he could study at least a little bit. Wouldn't be ideal. But I went ahead and said, okay, this is fine, we'll do this one. So last night I sent him an email, and the email I sent him said, here's what I and some people I consulted came up with. And I know when he reads that, he's thinking, oh, Resorty went and talked to other professors. Resorty called together a council of the wise. And we chose you all. Thank you for your excellent help in this one. But yeah, so I put it out to him saying, is it okay with you if we go in this path? I'm much more comfortable with that than anything else. And so I'd like to do that. And he said, yeah, that's cool. That's very kind. That's a good offer. Thank you so much. But while we're emailing, would you mind if we meet later today? Because I've got some questions for you, just to help me start thinking through things that'll be on the exam for sure. Okay, I said sure. Usually on Tuesdays I don't go to campus, but I only live about 20 minutes away. Let's meet at 3 p.m. So 3 p.m., I met him there. I sat next to him. I said, okay, so what questions you got? How can I help you before you get your notes? And he said, okay, Professor Resorty, I want to talk about John Locke. Oh, awesome. I got John Locke ready to go. I can do this. And I say, what questions do you have? And he's like, tell me about John Locke. I said, well, what are you wondering? I'm wondering what you said in class about John Locke. Brother man kind of missed the point of the we're gonna get the notebook for him before we tell him everything. So it was an awkward conversation. Because I tried very hard to turn it into the kind of conversation I want it to be. Namely, the conversation of, so what do you remember? You know, what's one thing you remember about this thinker? We talked about him for like 3 days. You know, one day on purely positive accounts, one day is on maybe some weaknesses in his thoughts, and then one day on ways in which this has been taken up both positively and negatively in more contemporary context. 3 days, what do you remember about them? John Locke is English. Good start. I like it a lot. Good start. Okay. He also got that John Locke affected the American Revolution. Fantastic. These are 2 things I said very early on the first day. Glad they're in there. And so, being what is known as a teacher person, I said, do you remember how? Do you remember how he affected the American Revolution? I'm not going to continue on this way for a while. I will jump to the end. No. No, he did not. And so I tried a couple other angles into the conversation, but it was clearly the case that he just did not have anything ready to go and just wanted me to give him all the answers as if it were lecture time. So, I don't know. That felt pretty bad. Now, the conversation ended there pretty soon thereafter. I asked him for thoughts on other thinkers. Hey, do you remember this person? What about that person? And he had some, initial comments that made me think, oh, we can do this one. But he very much wanted me just to re-lecture everything. And I'm not willing to do that, unfortunately. So hopefully today he gets a notebook. Hopefully tomorrow we can meet again. And hopefully, he will do well. That said, if you're a student, or even if I guess you're a person with a job, friends, do not lose the things that you need to do your job. Man, losing your notebook is about the worst thing that can happen, and feel bad for him, but I can't help too much. So there you go, that's the update on that. Now that said, I redeemed my visit to campus. I'd be pretty bummed if I'd just gone there and came home and said, oh, what a waste of the day, why am I wearing pants, etc. And so I decided to stop at the local florist and then go back to campus and leave some flowers and some M&Ms for Noms on her office door, kind of jammed into the handle because I knew she was having a very, very rough day. And so she was delighted by that. I think it made her smile, so that was good. That was good stuff. Hey Gary, do I assign reading that matches our lectures? Not matches. The way the class tends to goes, I know how to conjugate, is there's a reading. Now, back in the good old days, I spent a while teaching at an elite college, and that was really, really cool. Back there, I would give 30 to 40 pages a night. The students would read it. It was awesome. As I've taught at other schools in other places, the reading level and the desire and willingness to read has gone down. And rather than fighting it all the way, I've said, fine. What matters is the idea. What matters is not the grand arc of the essay, but instead just these key paragraphs. And so now, most nights I assign up to 5 pages of material. 5 pages at most, some days 3 pages. And so, yes, the students do have things to read, but then they come to class, right? They come to class, and I make sure they understand that stuff. We have usually a back and forth conversation hey, what do you think was the main point of the reading? All right, how do we get there? What kind of things did the author notice? Da-da-da-da. And so we understand the ideas together. And then we imagine what it would be if these ideas were true. They may be, they may not. What would it be? And then we critique. We say, okay, in what way are these ideas useful, not useful, false, helpful, not helpful, whatever it is. And so unfortunately, it seems my student has forgotten all 3 of those phases over the past 2.5 months or so. So yeah, I'm hoping with the reading, I'm hoping with the other students' notes that he'll be able to reconstruct the semester, but not having high hopes. We'll see what happens. The secret here is do not take notes, instead internalize everything in your brain. I've got some students who are still not taking notes. On day one, I tell them, you're gonna feel like you don't need to take notes. You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna enjoy yourself, and you're not gonna realize you need to be like focusing on some parts of these stories. And so on day one, I tell the students, please take notes all the way through. And they don't. So I have a group every term that kind of stares at me. Fine. Real quick. Anonymous, thank you for gifting a subscription to our friend Eka. Eka, do enjoy the emotes and such. Friendly gifter, thank you for being friendly and part of the community and all the rest. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're part of the community too, anonymous gifter, whichever person you might be. Thank you. So yeah, usually what brings a quick, quick ending to the not taking notes thing is the first exam. Because on the first exam, the students who have not been taking notes look at it and say, oh, there's no questions about the jokes. Oh, there's no questions about the stories that contextualize. Instead, it's questions about the material we're supposed to be learning. Oh, and so a subset do fairly poorly. And usually, soon after the exam, that group of people will begin taking notes. But I got 3 or 4 students. Yeah, I got 3 or 4 students who are absolutely refusing to do so. And I think like, if I were a good teacher guy, I would approach them and say, son, have you been raised wrong? Son, do you not know how to read and write? I'll sit with you. We'll learn to read and write. I don't know. I want to assume that they were never taught to write notes. Like maybe the lecture is so complicated, they don't know what matters and what doesn't matter. Because this kind of story is so much safer and better for me than they just don't care. Right? They just don't care or can't be bothered is very hard for me to deal with. And that's how it goes. Now, I know one way of dealing with a teacher is say, that's on them, right? That's on them. All I can do is give the best material, etc., etc. And yeah, that's how it goes. Do I have stuff on the board? Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. In the midst of my little story, I'll say, here's a central idea. Right. This central idea means right. Make sure you understand that. That thing matters for the rest of the term. Right, that kind of thing. And during an argument, I'll say, what is the central idea of the reading? Oh, I like that. Let me summarize that idea a little bit. So, that central idea is right. How do we think about that central idea? Oh, that's a good point. This thing here. Now, of course, the entire time that I'm doing this, they can see my bald spot. And I'm now so embarrassed about this because one of them wants to touch it. So I've considered converting to Orthodox Judaism so I can cover my little bald spots. Because while I'm not self-conscious about it, I am feeling very awkward that someone has mentioned it. It feels weird. It's fine. We'll get past it. Miss, you went through most of your education without making any notes. Oh, it can definitely be done. I mean, there are very smart people who internalize things very well. It's just the students who aren't doing well, who I think that could be doing better if they would just be a little more attentive. And they're adults, they live their lives, whatever. It's how I go. Friends, an ad break is coming in 1 minute's time. On the other side of the ad break, we'll talk about ads because it is almost time for us to try advertising our stream on other properties, on other sites. And I've been thinking, are there other sites that we might possibly could use other than just the Reddit? Should we put Facebook ads out there? I don't know much about Facebook. Is that what we should do though? Should I get an advertisement slot in the local New York Times International Edition? Is that what we should do? Hey, my stream machine is miscapturing things. Oh, speaking of the stream machine, yesterday I started a conversation over on the old Discord about I'm thinking of possibly updating some parts of the stream computer just to see what happens. And so many of you have jumped in with really interesting and valuable conversation. thank you, thank you, thank you. You've given me places to begin researching and thinking through how on earth I might change anything. Anything. So we'll see. We'll see. As of right now, the computer's doing pretty well. I just don't want to... I don't want to find myself at a point where the computer explodes and I'm not ready for upgrades. We'll see. Maybe I should put my ads on Pinterest or Blue Sky or Mastodon or TikTok. I think I know Mastodon as like a peer-to-peer X-like thing, or maybe a chat board. I don't know. I don't know what that is. So, are these troll answers? These feel like they might be troll answers. Maybe Tumblr. Add in the local philosophers guild. No, I don't want the channel to be all philosophy. You'll be aware that occasionally someone will come in and say like, "Hi, Resorty, I study philosophy. I'm a philosophy undergrad. Let's talk about nothing but philosophy." And this is very, very awkward for me because I want all this stuff. I enjoy this stuff, but it's impossible for me to discuss these things in a way that is useful for everyone. I always say, "Hey, message me on Discord." And they usually do so once, and that's the end of that. Unfortunate. Friends, yesterday we managed to finish out the old New Yorker Monday puzzle in one stream. Let's see if we can do the same thing with the Tuesday puzzle today. And yeah, best of luck to us all. Yeah, all troll answers. I mean, what are the other sites where people actually enjoy playing video games and might be interested in joining a stream? For me, unfortunately, Reddit really is the only answer because it really is the only social media site I use at all. I have an X account for the stream, but I never use it. Tumblr's a real answer. So I don't know much about Tumblr. It was very popular when I was in grad school, I believe, and I didn't get into it at all. I believe Tumblr had a lot of like fan communities. Is there like a Paradox group? Is there like a Paradox group over on Tumblr? Because I don't know. All right, lambast. That means to yell at or speak unwell of. Maybe just yell. We'll see. Hey, Rocks Live. Rocks Live. Thank you so much for the generous resubscription. Good seeing you, Rocks, with 2 X's. You know, some streamers are trying TikTok. Yeah, the problem with TikTok is it requires like making excitable videos. And I'm not going to do my one excitable video face right now or speech, but it would need to be like, "Hello, I talk about irrelevant topics and do not cheese games. Come hang out." I don't know how to sell myself. I know the elevator pitch for my dissertation, right? I know how to elevator pitch books and essays I'm writing. I don't know how to elevator pitch the stream, other than the tagline of "stare at maps with friends." So anything that's video based, I'm not sure what to do with. Anyway, on top of which, seems like also, remember that song, On Top of Old Smoky? Welcome to whoever comes to mind. I remember when I was a kiddo, we learned On Top of Old Smoky in Boy Scouts, now called BSA. I think we had like a schoolyard version of it, like On Top of Spaghetti or something. I've largely forgotten it. Sound of relief is probably just ah. It could also be ooh. Classic grilled cheese sandwich accompaniment. Tomato soup. Tomato soup. Hiking trail unit. I mean, probably a mile, maybe. HL looks so bad. Plant grown for its gel is going to be aloe instead. Look at me going in 2 directions at once. All right, really? I'm going to put "are you sure" in. That might be wrong, but ass and loo are both real words. I like it. Element between manganese and cobalt on the periodic table. Is it iron? It could possibly be iron. I'm not sure on that one. People who may not be allowed to vote. Oh boy. Are we going to use the felons word? I think we're going to use the felons word, unfortunately. Bring joy to. Possibly elates? Nope. What's this one here? German automaker that originally produced sewing machines. The Opel Company? The Opel Company is what did that? Sure, I guess so. Sky rocket is surged. So gladdened? No. Gleed? That's not a word, surely. Region with many OPEC members is the Middle East. Uh-oh. Is it a Rebus day? Is it a day where you have to fit more than one letter inside of a box? Because that's how you spell Middle East. What's below it? Anything? Military fleet. Probably an armada. Alright, we'll come back to this in an hour, friends. We'll figure it out. Tuesday is going very, very well indeed. So, thank you all for telling me about how to sing On Top of All Spaghetti. On top of spaghetti all covered with cheese, I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. I don't remember all of that song, but thank you for remembering what I'm talking about. That is very, very, very nice. Also, it's kind of humid in here. I feel like I'm becoming moist in a way that is not related to sweating exactly. I am condensing, or whatever the word is for that. So, Sundog, you were forced to solo On Top of Old Smokey in primary school. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully you now enjoy singing, could be Mid-East. Is it Mid-East? That's gross. I hope you enjoy singing now, and you weren't too terribly traumatized by having to make a solo in your youth. Luckily, I was never a good enough singer to have to solo anything. I enjoy singing in groups. I enjoy being able to breathe when I want to. I enjoy taking the moment to compose myself, and if I miss a note, that's fine. Soloing, oh, brutal, brutal. All right, friends, it is time for us to engage in the conversation about ads. So, I do not want to go through the whole argument about why I want to do ads on the channel. When I say the channel, I don't mean this channel, but ads that drive new viewers to the channel. And so these are going on Reddit primarily, possibly also going onto Tumblr, now that you've mentioned that. I know nothing of Tumblr at all. We'll look into it, though. And I don't think Twitter, though maybe. Like, I think I worry that if I if I put these ads on Twitter, they're gonna get pushed entirely to like the people who make Paradox games because they're the ones talking about Paradox all the time, and that'd be very awkward if the devs are like, "Oh, it's Resorty again." Meh. But we'll see, we'll see. So about a week and a half ago, we voted our way through 3 or 4 options. You all chose 2 that you really liked. 2 ads that seemed A+ yes to you. I then had one other made, or one other modified that I thought would be cool. And so I want to talk about the changes, I want to talk about what might look good, what might not look good, and this is a community project. I'm making the best possible ads. So let me put myself away so I'm not in the way. First, I give you the first ad of today. Alright, this is a modification of one that you all liked the most last time. You recall that last time that bottom hexagon, I think, was instead the Resorty name and a little reference to Twitch. And so now it is 3 games. 3 games there. We got the CK3, we got the Stellaris, and a little game called RimWorld you may have heard of before. We changed the fonts. You recall that the Resorty name was previously in a weird font that caused the O to look like a D and the T to be jutting up over the rest. All right, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it, you all say. Cool, cool, cool. It does have a lot of open space. I'm definitely someone who is not a big fan of open space. For reasons I can't articulate. Like, definitely the open space seems like wasted space to me. We could jam some more stuff in there, but I know that so much of contemporary design ideology, belief, habits are based on having a balance of used space and not used space. So that is number 1 there. All right, here then comes number 2, another one that you were interested in with some modifications. So last time it was the case that the map was very, very blurry. Last time, you did not enjoy the blurry map. You also did not enjoy the fonts being used. The font being used previously was kind of sort of, what's the word for it? Hand-drawn in some way. And so that is a second possibility. Now, what I kind of dislike about this one is the sizing of the font on the left-hand side. Now, I don't know what could be better. I don't know how to improve this or think about this. Hey, Freak. Hey, Freak. Hit People Guy, thank you for the gift sub to our friend Freak. Freak, it's good seeing you as always. And HPG, thank you so much. Freak has a suggestion on the last one. Maybe partial hexagons above and below the Stellaris hex. Okay, so go to 5 of them instead. Oh boy. So jam up that screen as much as possible. Just more maps, more maps, more maps. The problem is, how many other games do I actually play that have maps? Like, we could just do, like, throw Victoria in there. We could throw Hearts of Iron in there, because I'm going to play that one real soon, I swear. Winky face. But yeah, okay. Maybe we'll add more. I don't particularly want to go back to the artist too many more times, because while she's absolutely awesome, I think she's also very, very, very busy. Maybe half hexagons that are blank and empty to break it up. Ooh, I don't know what that means. I mean, while it's the case that those are words, and so half hexagons. So you're thinking in the area to the right of CK3 and above Stellaris, have a half hexagon that shows, like, here's another game. It's not the complete hive, but it's something else you might see. Oh, we do play City Skylines too. That's true. I could put Football Manager in there. Like, the Football Manager Excel sheet is a map, I'm sure. So it seems that you all are more in favor of this one than this one. There's still some dissatisfaction with the font there. Oh, it's fine. The third map type that I thought was kind of cool is, you recall that we had, like, a large field in the background of just one game, namely Crusader Kings III as the game. And so I decided it might be interesting to see what a ad looks like with more than one game. Because one of you fine viewers said, Resorty, the slogan is stare at maps with friends, and you have only one map. So I'm going to pull this one up. This is the one I actually like the most, but I'm okay saying I'm wrong here. So there are 2 versions of this one, 2 possible versions, and the big difference is, does it have hard bars between the different elements? Does it have the hard bars there? And I'm okay thinking about either of them. Love O is very friendly. That's what I came up with. Friendly is good. Friendly is good. All right, you do not like the bars at all. No hard bars. I just want to pull up the hard bars one more time so we see. Yeah, I agree. The hard bars feel like prison. Stare at maps behind bars with friends. So I agree on that one. I don't want the bars rather at all. Okay. Oh, you like the bar. You prefer the bars. Oh no. We're going in both directions on this one. Question, do the maps have to be static, or could they be moving maps? I'm sure it's possible to have moving maps. I'm sure it's possible to make this thing into a video, and little Resorty's hand down there could be waving back and forth. I do not know how to think of best practices in the realm of video advertising, and so that would take me a direction that I'm really, really inept on. So we're going to try the static ones first and see what happens, but we'll see. Jimmy, you like the bars because it delineates the maps more. All right. So what I find interesting about today's conversation is it seems that many of you are really strongly in favor of one or another in a way that didn't happen last time. Like last time there was conversation about, oh, I kind of like that one. Oh, that's kind of interesting, Resorty. And this time it's, I love that one. And that's definitely different. So I want to run a poll of these 4. We'll talk through them one more time, run a poll, and I'm okay with making slight modifications. Many of you are saying, if we keep the bars, make them narrower. Now, I can go out with more than one ad, but I do kind of sort of worry about, I don't know what I worry about. Not being able to identify what's most effective. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know how marketing experiments work. A/B testing, A/B testing all the way. Might look different at size it'll show up at. Yeah, we could go ahead and reduce it down to the size of the actual ad and see what it looks like that way. But that's too much work. I don't want to do that right now. All right, let's talk through them and let's get a poll going. So, from the top once more, possibly small modifications. But this is going to be starting the poll now. When I say starting the poll, I mean I'm typing it. Don't worry, you don't need to vote right away. So this is going to be which ad preferred, question mark. And I believe you can only have one vote. I far prefer weighted voting, where you're able to say, I'd like number 1 a 4, number 3 a 2, this kind of thing, to see where the second best is, especially. This is a more democratic way of doing it, blah, 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 but we'll see. So number 1, that is hexagons. Then there's number 2, which we're putting on the screen right now. This is the, what do we call it? I'm going to call it the orange background. Yeah, so the problem with this one is it says maps, but it is only one map. Always the issue there. And I don't like the font very much, but maybe you love it. Then we have number 3. This is number 3 of the, we'll call it the triple, because there's 3 kinds with no bars between them. One concern was it might be too busy, possibly. And then lastly, there's number 4 here, which is triple with bars. And I'm totally fine saying, should we modify the bars, make them thicker, thinner? Should the whole screen be nothing but bars? We'll see. So if you please go ahead and vote starting in just a moment here. There we go. The poll should be live. If you're on a mobile device and you can't see the little vote on top, please go ahead and just type in chat what you think. I trust that no one will vote with the poll and then also vote with the typing in chat. So, The hexagon is the most gamer shape out there. Is that because many of our game maps are pure hexes all the way through? Could possibly be. The voting so far, wow. So though it's the case that triple with no bars is winning, if we include triple with bars also in that, yeah, you all are very strongly in sorry, you all are very strongly in favor of one of these two. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that you like one of these two. All right, cool. Thank you for your very good thoughts. I appreciate it. We got number 3, desire. All right, it seems like this one is the coalesce there. Coalescing. You might prefer number 3 here, where the RimWorld picture shows pawns, but does not show the... Oh, it does show the menu at the bottom. That's a very good point. So my one request for the RimWorld picture I sent over is please include the fire. Now, if you've been watching for a while, this is actually a capture from the Chips Challenge playthrough on YouTube that never existed, don't worry. And in the middle of that picture is an elephant. An elephant that is helping us fight the fire. And it's absolutely, absolutely wonderful. So, yeah, votes between number 1 and number 3. Number 3. One with a different background. Would you tell me more about that? So for number 1 here, we say a different background. Do you mean not the fun little, I guess, bars in the background? But instead, just like white background or solid black? If you had a different background, which would you choose? I'm going to say now that I'm going to abandon this one. I'm not going to continue this one at all. So that one has been defeated. We're getting closer and closer because though a few people voted for it, it was so few people that I just don't think it's worth continuing. My apologies for throwing out your votes. Thus spake democracy. You need a screenshot of the 100 cat game? Oh boy, the 100 cat game is surely the best of games. And then we tried the 1,000 cat game. We actually got 1,000 cats. And then got to 1,300, they started eating each other. It was pretty bad. So for the background, Cortraption likes the idea of using pinstripes here. Are we calling this pinstripes right now? That kind of very thin line on a darker backing? Like I can imagine this the kind of suit of a mafioso, possibly. Maybe something like that. Oh, these are pinstripes. Okay, cool. That makes sense. That makes sense. Pinstripes are vertical. You can imagine the person wearing the suit standing at an angle. Maybe this is on the sleeve, possibly. I don't know. All right, it seems like no one is crazy against her for these things. I think what I'm going to do is go to this one and ask the artist to make the bars a little thinner. Now, I wonder why she chose the thickness she chose. So I'm going to try two things. One, go ahead and make these bars thinner, and then also go ahead and see if she's able to shift down the RimWorld picture a little bit, so that the menu bar at the bottom is not there anymore. Weird, do you like how much the screen the map's taken 3? You like more hexagons though. Okay, so you love all these maps, but you're thinking on this one, could I have RimWorld on fire and city skylines and across the whole thing? I guess my concern with that, and this is very much me saying, I don't know. Like, okay, here comes Resorty again. I've been gesturing so much you can't see any of it. Hello, friends. All right, so what I worry about is adding additional hexagons. It could get very, very busy very, very quickly. As of right now, like, there's a lot of open space and things not to look at, etc. And so I worry if you add more and more, we'll get overwhelming. Maybe add 7 of them. Or no, have 7 in total. Okay. I don't know. So I remember last time we were discussing all these things. A viewer who said that they worked in marketing said the most important thing in this kind of ad, static ad, is that your eye is drawn to a particular point, or else it can feel kind of confusing and overwhelming. Now, I know nothing about this. You know what I could do? I could go to the marketing professors and say, hello, marketing professors. I'm working on a student project. Would you mind helping me out here? I think they'd be very disappointed. But okay, thank you all for the good votes. Thank you all for the thoughtful engagement. Can you post a link? Of course. As long as relevant, not gross. Like, you do you, fam. It's all good. I know some streamers are incredibly aggressive about no ads allowed, but yeah, I'm definitely not one of them. Okay. Thank you for the feedback. Extra hex picture. All right, please don't be a keylogger. All right, let me go and pull this up, because I appreciate the good picture there. And I'm going to show you all what I just got here. And this is going to be one of those trial by fire. If people don't like it, Thorn, that does not mean they don't like you. Don't worry. So let me go ahead and put this away. This is Thorn's suggestion, that perhaps we add in 2 half hexagons, which I guess are... Is the word rectangle right here? No, quadrilateral. I remembered. Quadrilateral. Bingo bango. So 2 quadrilateral. They wouldn't be done in white. You'd fade them out instead. Yeah, obviously you're just giving a basic idea. They're trapezoids? Trapezoids. Cool. Trapezoids. Huh. I mean, that looks pretty similar. What's a trapezoid? Oh, so is a trapezoid a special kind of quadrilateral, or what makes a quadrilateral? Okay, I'll give you the general, you all give the specific. Thank you for your precision, we appreciate it. Ah, very good. Cool. I like this idea also. I think my real concern right now is I do not want to continue, messing with it too much, just because I realize we can go down the path of madness and say, friends, the next 3 months, let's tinker with the ads. So, Pepper, your only suggestion is maybe go ahead and add in a URL. So that might be necessary. You're absolutely right that twitch.tv/Resorty could be good. My only thought on that, though, is... Let me capture a different window briefly. Where are we? What are we doing? Who am I? Okay, this should do it. Nope, that's not it. Delete that. Okay, good. Streaming is strange. Okay. You know what I should be doing right now, friends? I should be showing off cheese and winning. That was a comment I got earlier today. All right, welcome to private browser mode. Good. Okay, hello. So we go to reddits.com. Okay, so it's this kind of ad here is what we're going for. Yeah, this kind of ad here, which will allow me to do 3 possible things. So number 1, they will see you/Resorty here, I believe. Number 2, I can have a tagline here. I'll embig in a little bit. Also, look, Nihongo. Delightful. I can read more of that before. That's nice. I know some of these kanji. That's great. So the tagline here could be some sort of stare at maps with friends - twitch.tv/Resorty. Maybe. The bigger thing, though, is at the bottom here, it shows what the link is. Now, if someone doesn't know what Twitch is at all, that's going to be a little awkward. And so I don't know. I don't know. We'll need to talk about this here, like what the tagline should be. Because the worry with Hyper, I like you so much. Come guess what I teach. Isn't that called like a call for engagements? Something like that. Something like that. That's good. That's good. Come guess what I teach. I love you. I don't want to come on too strong, but you may be my favorite person of the day because that's really, really smart. That's really, really smart. Thank you. Let me actually write that one down because I will forget. Hey, Hyper Pyrex, enjoy your gift emotes, gift subscription, gift crossword from our friend Hit People Guy. Hit People Guy, so generous recently. Thank you for the kindness. So we're gonna do come guess what I teach. Man, that's good. That's good. Crowdsourcing is the way to find truth. I'm sure. Joshua, we'd recommend something not too busy. If we be on Reddit, you want to catch someone's eye or scrolling at a fast pace. Okay. I could do an absolutely solid black background with plain white text that says, come stare at maps with friends. Or something like that. Something like that. Plain background says, lonely? Have I got a site for you? So we'll see. Also, I notice here that our friends Hooded Horse left their comments on. So let's see. Let's see what the comments are like. Because the usual recommendation is do not put comments on. Because it leads to absolute trolling. Alright, so the dev did a really smart thing, which is Bingo Bango immediately linked something or sticky to the top that they have to see before anything else. That makes sense. In this thing here, like the opening comment, I intend to address the question of why are your ads here? Why are you a sellout? This sort of thing. Because I don't want to have that conversation over and over again. Now, is the junk heap happening? Added to wishlist. Downloaded your game. See, this is the kind of interaction that I think most people who buy ads on Reddit so desperately want. But if the ad is for Folger Coffee or like, hey, come buy my bathwater, right? This kind of thing often gets very negative feedback instead. So, yeah, this is nice enough. This is nice enough. Brother, I do not like ads. Brother. I want this comment so badly on mine. Brother. I had a student the other day, I may have mentioned this, who commented that when I call someone brother, which I do use the way of like bringing the person into the conversation, that he feels emasculated. I'm like, it's not meant that way, brother. But I'll go ahead and didn't call him that anymore. All right, we'll got a couple more. Now, is it the case that the advertiser is engaging? Yeah, we haven't done a price. It'll be comparable to our grand strategy games. Cool, cool. An ad with comments on, but not full of copy pasta. Yeah, we just have to have faith in the Reddit community. That's so nice. That's so nice. Now, you do recognize that, like Star Trek Infinite, my hopes are climbing. I'm believing that we'll have a productive, valuable, and interesting conversation over here. Emasculated brother is male. The fellow said it felt like I was calling him a child. And I said, no, this is the language of union solidarity. Come along, brother. Let's seize the means of production together. He didn't feel that way, so fine, whatever. This is a great ad. Oh, that's good. What is this? Hello, Forrester. This is us looking at Reddit because we're running some ads very soon. My current desire is to run my ads starting next week. Next week, I want to run the ads on Reddit, and we'll see what happens. Oh, boy. All right. All of that. Thanks for the conversation. As of right now, we're going to ask for two things. Number one, we're going to ask for this with lighter lines between the different maps here. That's number one. Number two, we're going to go to this one, and I honestly don't know. I don't want to change many things there. Vindicators, you just joined r/resorty. Hope it's me. I have had the r/resorty subreddit since like August of 2015 or so. But it is used for nothing. Once upon a time, one of my mods would put like silly clips there, but there's just not a large enough community here of people to discuss things about the Resorty channel. I just grabbed it so that no one else would do so. I didn't want someone controlling Resorty at Reddit because I didn't want people to like be mean about me. But the channel need additional moderation for the newcomers might file in. So yes. And so one of the conversations that I want to have/think about is maybe deputizing some of you all who feel like you want to be a moderator for a week. And I don't know. Unfortunately, it's an unpaid job. And occasionally, if people become mods, they're not quite sure what they're supposed to do. It really is just be who you've been all the way through, but with the power to shape conversation a bit more. Our channel tends to be like pretty laid back. So Cyber Oracle, are you interested in being a mod? Jim, do you want to be drunk with power? Axix, do you get a sword? Yeah, anybody who's ever been around for a while that I think is a halfway decent human being, we could definitely do. I'm unwilling to make everyone a mod, because streams where it's only mods talking to mods tend to go poorly. Hello, PAX! See, it's the PAX is still around. We got the mods there. Taxes on $0 is $0. That's right, the tax-free job. I will not withhold your taxes. PAX on YouTube, cool. I appreciate you watching over there. Very cool. If I tried the Age of Wonder games, yeah, I really enjoyed them. I was pretty bad at the combat, but Age of Wonder is really fun. All right, friends. I believe we've blathered sufficiently. Cyber want to be a mod? Cool. I don't want to super mod everybody right away, because like I said, the channel will then become mods talking to mods, but Cyber Oracle, I guess I'll say, if you're interested in being a mod, go ahead and send me a message over on Discord, if you would, because if you like all say, oh, me, that'd be kind of overwhelming. No promises, I don't want too many mods because it makes the stream weird, but yeah, send a message on Discord, and if you've been around for at least a few months, and I have a sense of your personality, please feel free. A few of you are dirty trolls, and I will never mod you, and you know who you are, Fairnanthus. That's actually not true. Fairnanthus is delightful, but we'll see. Okay. Why is Rizcord not a command? Because Discord is. But it is called the Rizcord. It is called the Rizcord. That's true for sure. All right, friends, let's play some video games. Let's play. That's not the right button. Let's play some video games. Yesterday we succeeded in. This pen is green. I love that so much. Yesterday we succeeded in getting a good playthrough started in our Crusader Kings III playthrough. And yesterday I just broke my pen. Oh no! It had a fun little piece, and I was wibble wobbling it back and forth, and then it snapped off. Oh, my pen, Nathar, thank you very much indeed for your generous resubscription. Hope the semester's going well, my friend. Thanks for being here. Poor pen. I remember when I was a kid, a way in which I stimmed when I was but a youngster is I would move things back and forth. So like this is a camera, what's it called? A camera cover. It could, a ghost. This is a camera cover that one can use to cover over if you want to be sure no one's looking at you. And so yeah, as a kid, I would do this kind of thing over and over again. At the time, I wouldn't have used the language of stimming. It was just something I enjoyed doing. And my mom would always say, "Little Resorty, that thing has only so many switches. The thing's only has so many uses. You are going to break it." And now today, like I don't think about that. But then the pen breaks, and I say, my mom was right. And of course she was. So let's go and play a little bit of this game. I'm going to put the piano music away. I'm going to pull out the old CK3 music, which has been kind of quiet the past few days. I watched the stream back yesterday, and the CK3 music was at times absolutely inaudible. The problem, of course, with CK3 is the music gets crazy loud at times. So like I said, we have a stable playthrough. This is our second time starting this playthrough. The first one fell apart very quickly, but this one is going like gangbusters. And other words I occasionally use and don't really know what they mean. Going like gangbusters. Must refer to Elliot Ness and the anti-mafia squads, but yeah, really no clue. So here we are. Here we are in a part of the world I almost never play. Last night I started working on the review for this DLC over on Steam, and I realized the number one thing I like about this DLC, independently of how the mechanics work, independently of the new outfits, everything else, this DLC invites the player to look at a part of the world that very few people look at. Now, with that said, apparently Persia is one of the top few most played areas in the game, but they didn't show the absolute numbers. So I'm almost certain that Western Europe is far and away the most popular place of all time. I bet the majority of playthroughs are in this area right here. And so it invites us to look at a part of the world we just tend not to. And that's been so valuable and cool. Not just getting to see different counties, but also think about different religions, different modes of interacting with our vassals, different clothes, etc. And I appreciate that quite a bit. So here's our ruler. His name is Rostam. Karan Zadi. Zadi means son of. Karan was the father here. You will see that our fine fellow at age 40 is having a pretty rough time. So, number one, he's a lunatic. Oops. Number two, he's had 2 negative events happen to him. The result of people trying to assassinate him. He has survived 1 assassination attempt so far. I hope that continues. It's a bad omen and also not feeling terribly well. These will go away in, around about 9 years. So our health will be kind of dicey between now and then. Early game, what I can do for health is make sure we have a physician and maybe get ourselves into the health tree over in learning. But I've got some suspicions that would not help enough. Just going to ride it out as we can. Now, as I said last time, this is all ours, right? We hold the entirety of Mazandaran. And so, we do hold the entire duchy here. I would love to go ahead and seize this title from my liege lord. Unfortunately, you can't take the title of your liege lord. You have to fight for independence instead. As of right now, we have 1,100 troops. We do have a very large ally somewhere down in here who has been loyal and good, and I hope that continues. We also have a much smaller ally out this way. Now, our liege lord has no allies. None, none, none. And so as long as I dodge about until my ally gets here, we should be fine. My only concern in going independent is we'll then have the other powers next door potentially looking to nibble on us. And so I'll want to make sure the people who live nearby like us just fine, perhaps are even friends. So let me check and see. Right now we're learning the language of Asli Shan, which is the language of Shah's Turkic. I don't know who speaks Shah's Turkic. This person speaks both Iranian and Arabic. So we speak Iranian right now. Let's instead try to learn Arabic. Maybe we speak Iranian and Arabic both. I thought we didn't. Let's see real quick. Yeah, no indicator of a second language. So maybe our lunacy makes us unable to study terribly well. But I'm attempting to befriend this guy. Now, if we don't have full swaying done yet, befriending we have a 16% chance. He does not want to be friends. Now, if he liked me more, he could want to. So we change over to this for sure. And we'll see if we can... Oh, not very good. Well, I wish you the best of luck. We'll see what happens. All right, we're refilling our troops right now. And a message. Our new liege lord wants us to be chancellor. I thought we were marshal before. Yeah, we only have an 11 in diplomacy, but we are on his council. Our liege's council is made up of all these lovely people. The majority of whom are very, very bad at their jobs. Wow. Wow. So the other vassals like me more. Unfortunately, we now get a bonus to diplomacy lifestyle. I would very much like the marshal because it gives me more military lifestyle. And that's what we're focused on, getting as much military as possible, finishing out gallant especially before we move to something else. But slow, slow, slow going. Slow, slow going. Speaking of slow going, we are building as fast as we can. Unfortunately, there are very few things we can build right now because our technology is so far behind. We could declare 3 wars. Wars would be on Vali Hasham, the Peaceful of Derbent. That's up here. What does the Duchy of Derbent look like? It's the Duchy of Caucasia, which is going to need more than just that. We have to fight through the people of Khazaria. It's not happening for sure. Other possible wars include the Khan of Oghuzli, which is up here. That is a lot of territory. He has 8,000 troops. Don't be silly. And lastly, the Khan Shabazz. Nope, sorry, the Khan of Khazaria. No. I could beat up one of them, but no goal in doing so. No goal in doing so. Other than being even more over our cap, we can't really do that. So we'll see. One of the worst consoles you've seen, it is pretty bad indeed. My own console, beautiful-ish. Good-ish. Good enough-ish. So our Master of the Marshals is currently working on training commanders. I think we have low control somewhere. Yeah, actually a lot of somewheres. So 3 years, 3 years, 16 months. We'll start there. Get control up, which will give me more taxes too. Maybe. I actually don't know how taxes work. Now they have tax jurisdictions. So what leads to the paying of taxes? Does it say happiness and friendship? This fellow is plus 100. This fellow's plus 9. So I should probably make him like me more. But yeah, I guess I don't know if opinion of the people matters for taxation now. Who knows? Hey, we're we're a harmonica of a house. So that's great. Just via like pure drift, our house has reached the highest level of happiness. So a house in perfect harmony. Members of the house do what they can to stand united and lend each other aid at all times. So, house vassals are less likely to create factions. We're able to placate the vassals and promote development and all the rest. That's nice, nice, nice. CVs are cheaper, I believe, against each other, but other than that, things seem pretty good. Now, as of the moment, our vassals are not members of our family. We probably want to change that at some point, but we'll see when exactly. You'll recall that our house is very, very tiny. Up to 8 living members now, many of whom are young kiddos. I do hope this lunacy is not accidentally congenital. I don't believe it can be. I would say congenital were it such a thing. What's placate vassals do? Even a harmonious household faces trials. People of our house get placated, which means people who are powerful vassals on the council who are part of our house, perfect, give more taxes. We don't need that. Promote development leads to what? Members of the house are cooperating to develop land. Modifier increases per landed house member. So cheaper building, more development, based entirely on how many people in the house have land. We got to work on that for sure. So it might be worth trying to unland folks. At some point we're going to become Secret Zoroastrian. I could give one title to a member of the family to get stronger house effects. The only problem with that is I don't know if I trust anybody. A message from our liege. He'd like me to look after his son, Muhammad ibn Muhammad Zaid. Sure. Welcome, welcome. That weakens his family slightly, and we don't mind that at all. Good. Over here in Men-at-Armsville, we are maxed on size of both our pikemen and our Zupin spearmen. Very strong in mountains, that. And young Muhammad has arrived. Hello, young Muhammad. What do you want to be when you grow up? Generous and curious. Looks like a diplomat to me. Now, am I allowed to choose that myself? I am. Someday you may be my liege, or more likely my vassal, so I'll try to treat you well as I can. Let's check real quick, though. Is it the case that our liege's line goes directly to the kiddo? No, it does not. So the person we're looking after is the second in line to the throne. Something unfortunate may happen to the first in line. We will see what happens there. Now, you recall that one of our other goals right now is to make sure that anyone under us is against the caliphate. Or caliphate. I can't decide how to say this word. Any strong beliefs? Caliphate? Caliphate? Caliphagus? Not sure. As of right now, all of our vassals are. Though one's a child, we need to change him over. And then one is a person who dislikes me. Primarily, he's the wrong flavor of Islam. You want to change over? He will. Caliphate is how you say it. Cool, that sounds good. Hey, we got our pastures built up. So now we have nothing else to build, correct? Absolutely nothing. A big issue is that we are currently over domain limits and control is low. That's getting fixed for sure. It's pronounced pincer? Oh boy. One of these days I'm going to say pincer correctly. Today's not that day though. So to directly claim his title, the Zaid Emirates, I would need to spend 1,500 prestige. We could possibly get it eventually, but I'm feeling it might be unlikely to pull off. So I guess what I'd like to do now is go on a pilgrimage, our own little Hajj, which will allow us to be more popular with the locals. Hello. Hello there. Hello. Why did you do that? So my liege spun out a county. Because this is the son of the liege, one might assume that the liege would try to protect him. But he can't if I attack. But if I attack, the liege can't attack or defend against his own vassal. I don't have a CB, but I could create one pretty quickly. Now, taking that would push us yet again over domain cap. But the less and less territory our boss has, the better and better we are. Alright, so the Allies' military strength. Oh, unfortunate. Unfortunate. So he's managing an alliance up here with this very, very strong fellow. So we need to get rid of this fellow somehow to weaken our liege. I think he knows I'm coming for him. Right now, our allies have what strength? Hello? 232? Wait, remember the part where I said we have a very strong, a very strong ally? What happened, brother man? Wait, okay, it's not you. Did I lose my very strong ally somehow? No, it's neither of them. Okay, I believe my daughter... Oh. I didn't see a pop-up on this one. So my daughter was married to a very strong fellow over in the Abbasid Empire. And now, not anymore. I'm glad I looked for that instead of just immediately, immediately attacking. So the Sultan Ahmad Longshakes, the Tulanid Sultanate, would marry my daughter barely. Now, where's the Tulanid Sultanate? It's over here, kind of far away. Fairly strong at 3,500, including some fine camels. That's a real possibility. But next down we have the Afrigid Quamar... These names. The Afrigid Khwarizmshahdom. Perfection itself. Unfortunately, club-footed. I'd prefer not to bring that into the family line. But what is your strength then? 2,500. And where are you from? Where's this place? Okay, so it is here, and we're here. So much closer and easier to use. What do I got against club feet? Literally nothing in the real world. I think all bodies are beautiful, don't you worry. In the game, though, it's treated as a purely negative effect. And, yeah. As we try to avoid the negative effects, except for Giantism. Giantism is the greatest of all effects. Okay, do you have unmarried daughter or son? You do. You've been denounced. Wait, why would someone denounce a 10-year-old? What has happened in your life that led to your being denounced at age 10? Wow, you asking some weird questions? Are you calling your father unjust, possibly? Next older, age 10, big angry gal. Older still at 15, already betrothed. All right, so you, my dear, do I have news for you? I've got a son. I also have a giant. Did my giant knight produce a giant kiddo? If so, the best of outcomes that. They'll accept a patrilineal marriage to use a very, very strong military. Cool. I could get marriages in both directions. Now, at a certain point, I will not be allowed to make more alliances easily. Part of the calculation of does someone want to join me is, do you have too many alliances? So a third one is probably fine, though. Okay. I have other unmarried kiddos, including the special daughter. So special daughter, you could marry into... Okay, unfortunately, we already have the alliance here. So I believe it's the case the other person we could marry to no longer wants to do so. Is that true? That is true. So next one is this fellow from Hamadan. I wanted to get involved with him anyway. How great is that? So Hamadan here is the power on the other side of my liege. Cool. Cool. So one of you, 47-year-old or 51-year-old. Oh, this is creepy. I'm sorry. We're sending our beloved daughter down to Emir Dulof the traitor. He will not accept matrilineality. That's fine. I'm definitely breaking that betrothal soon. This is the kind of cheese you come to this channel for every day. I'll be breaking that alliance as soon as I've used it. How creepy is that? Buddy, are you against the Caliph? You're against the Caliph. Good. Couple quick things here. I need to make sure I have enough money saved up for after I throw off my liege lord, I'll be able to immediately create the duchy for myself. Usurpation of duchies costs 150, 200, I believe. Is that right? Let me see. 250. Gonna take a while to get there. The one possibility, well, no. He only has the one duchy, right? This is, again, all a duchy. Wait. So the Zaydid Emirate is the only title he is using at the ducal rank. But he owns no actual territory inside of it. So, if we're independent, we can take this duchy for ourselves immediately. He might destroy it because he'll hold no territory inside of it. I just need to be absolutely sure I can get the duchy before the king dies. We should be able to do so. Unfortunately, I'll be going over domain size again. No, I won't, because I'm claiming no territory. If I want to do this, I should take this territory first and then free myself. Once we have the duchy, I can then give the excess territory to a child, one of my kids, to strengthen our clan setup or whatever. If I go for the independence first and then attack them, the father can defend the son. Okay. We want to develop a claim here. I think that is right. 1 year to go. Gonna be good. We could go for the Hajj now. Hey, Christiva. Good seeing you. Been a little while. Welcome back. We could go for the Hajj. I think it costs 80 money, though. Getting the county level claim would be 96 money, I believe. So I want to save that up first and then see what happens. All right, game speed 3. I may even go game speed 4 here because everything feels more or less under control. Earlier in the game, these fine folks attacked us, but because my liege has an alliance here, they won't be able to do so. Because I have an alliance here, they can't do so. Bana Tai on the side there, we have no alliances. They have a truce with so many people, though. And so I am super curious what happened to cause that. He's weaker than I am, so I'm okay ignoring them also. All right, I feel pretty strong location for the moment. I took Karin. This is our second son out and about. He ran into a wounded doe playing with his bow. He didn't hesitate and brought it down. So ambitious on the lesser son is not great. But I don't want to be paranoid. It's very sad. It's okay. If you want to be ambitious, you can be ambitious, kid. Just don't kill your brother, please. Speaking of killing, unfortunately, our youngest son is unwell right now. I believe we have a physician, yeah? We do. She's average aptitude and she loves me. Earlier was the attempted assassination. I'm going to keep our one bodyguard in position there. Looking through, don't see much else I really want immediately, except possibly master the hunt. So we have the opportunity of finding a legendary hunt. I've been told it's possible to find legendary hunts. I'm not sure I believe it. I'm told a lot of things, but friend Marshall. Oh, friend Marshall's actually our son also. I forgot about that. Friend Marshall, how's other control looking? So 23 months or 2 years. I think I'm going to put my Marshal on to improve the commanders for right now, and then hire a Seneschal. The Seneschal will automatically raise control as time goes by in anything I own personally. It's another half money a month, which feels kind of high, but this would be a good change for sure. Legendary hunts have low RNG. It's not that I don't believe they can happen. I'm just surprised in the probably 150 hours I've played since the DLC released for those, I've yet to see a single legendary hunt. So I've seen the page for them, but a single one has not popped ever. All right, my liege, my beloved liege, has decided that he wants to make public my Zoroastrianism. He wants to have a hook on me. I believe he can use that hook to take my territory. I'm gonna say no. That's a crime. He made public that I am truly a Zoroastrian. The Imam demands I repent openly and subjugate myself before Allah. Oh, this is so unfortunate. If I publicly become Zoroastrian, it makes me an active war target for any of the people around us as a holy war. We cannot have that. We cannot have that at all. We'll have to find a way to re-adopt it at some point down the road. Oh, you know what? Our son has the truth. Our son has already been converted. We're good. Friends, we have an ad break coming right now. 3 minutes of ad as always. On the other side of that, we'll look and make sure our son is still a believer. That will be great. For now, though, 3 minutes of crosswords, and then back to the video game again. Thanks for being here. Hope you're having a good day. Let's go ahead and play a little bit more. All right. So, one of the many adapted in Into the Woods. So Into the Woods is like fairy stories. There are like stage plays, not sure. People on the payroll are staff. So it could be fairy something indeed. Fairy tale, that's what it is. Good. Make oneself scarce. Hide, run away, I don't know. Dundee Damsel, the lass, of course. North and South Dakota, for example. They're states. They're northern Midwestern states. They're kind of rectangular, I believe. Not sure. Like the planet Arrakis in Dune. I believe it's arid. Easy to make out. Are they red states? They're red states. They tend to vote Republican. Enemy plane in Top Gun. I believe it's the Russian MiG. Removals from brackets. Removals from brackets. Ellipses usually, or truncations. So brackets often indicate this thing is added into or removed from a quotation especially. Not sure. A garden visitor after a rainstorm. The slug, of course. Oh, brackets. I was thinking of typography. Brackets is actually sports brackets, so losers get kicked out of the bracket. All right. Parents reprimand after being disobeyed. Do you know who I am? I brought you into this world. I can take you out of it. What else do parents say? I am son. I am disappoint. I don't know. While you live under my house, you're gonna follow or live under my roof. You're gonna follow my rules. Meh. Overlook is miss. Goody good. I love your brother more. Let's not relive all of our traumas in chat. Easy to make out legible, of course. So, no, too long, too confusing. Co-winner of Time's Person of the Year for 2020. 2020? That was ages ago. 2020. What was happening then? So Donald Trump was president. The war in Ukraine hadn't begun yet. Remember when it was like 2001? It was you're the person of the year. His little meter was great. Lawnmower attachment's a bag, so you can haul your grass away. Quite a bit. Lot, scads, I don't know. Shadow of Gloom. Shadow of Gloom is like sadness, blue or gray cloud. I don't know. Points. Oh man, the top half was going like gangbusters, to use that phrase again. The bottom half, not so much. Stops along the way. Rest areas. I miss the American rest areas so much. Along the big old highway, there's this nice like grassy area with trees. You can use the restroom. You can stop and have a picnic. You can use the overpriced vending machines. Oh, good stuff. Lamborghini feature that opens up. So I know the doors. That's right, friends. On a car, a door opens. So to open up is to go very fast also. Like, I'm going to open this thing up and see what you can do. That kind of thing. I have no idea what it is, though. Also, I don't know if Lamborghini is anything other than the car type. Not sure. A cell resident. Cell resident could be a person who has been imprisoned. Could be a resident of a biological cell. Like, the mitochondria doesn't live in the cell, does it? Are mitochondria alive? I don't know what life means, comma man. A slobbering comic strip character, probably that dog in Garfield, Odie, I believe. One who needs a hand at work. So horses are measured in hands, I believe, their height. Needs a hand. I mean, like an actor, needs applause afterwards. It's a hand too. I'm not sure. With that, we're going to pause. Back to it in an hour or so. Good, good, good. So this, unfortunately, is an absolute foregone conclusion. I cannot maintain Zoroastrianism in this area because, cannot maintain this Zoroastrianism because we will be a holy war target, and that will be a disaster. Absolute disaster. So we can't have that. Now, I'm just curious. Does my son still have the truth in his heart? If so, this is not a big deal. He does. He does. As long as that persists, we're fine. So, go in the direction of... Okay, if one insists on Zoroastrianism, then everybody else comes along with you. But no, I will never doubt again. We lose a level of devotion for having our dirty secrets. That's okay. That's okay. Now, son, the family is with you. Can I learn his secret religion again? Because I know he practices this. Can we secretly adopt it? Does anyone know how secret adoption works? Because I don't think I've ever actually done it. Like, there's convert to faith. I don't want to do that, surely. Not sure. Not sure. Mitochondria have their own DNA and biological processes, so they make mitochondria alive. Yeah, maybe. I think I remember reading years and years and years ago about the origin of how our cells work, I believe. That there's a... what was it? At some point, some kind of cell most likely consumed some other cell in such a way that didn't destroy it, but instead like made it part of itself parasitically. I don't know words, but yeah, something like involving the process of life developing was incorporating other creatures without destroying them in the process. I think that's absolutely fascinating. Wasn't there a similar... There may have been something similar about the intestines, maybe. Oh, I can't remember. This is fascinating stuff to me. Like the various schemes and ideas of how bodies become what they are over the very, very long time. But cool stuff. Okay, I wonder if I go to my religion page. So we can create a new Muslim faith. That's not what I want to do. If I head on down to our friend Zoroaster, blessed be his name. Where are you, buddy? Where are you, buddy? So there's various kinds of Zoroastrianism, of course. There's Kumadzim, with deep roots in the rootless admixture of Sogdiana. They worship a wide set of gods and spirits. They also like icons, which the other ones do not like at all. Okay, that's fine. This is the one that my son follows. So I view that. There is convert to faith. I worry if I push this, it will happen immediately. We don't want that. I'm thinking of eukaryotic things. Right. In the like grand tree of here are all the kinds of beings, we'll call them. Beings, sure. There's like prokaryotes and eukaryotes and the other stuff. Fungi, I believe. I remember biology class. It's there somewhere. So I'm going to hold off on this for right now and see if we can convert later. Cool. Maybe one day we'll have a biology stream. Maybe one day we'll talk our way through the many things I don't really know but probably should know. Hopefully. This guy's swaying is going very, very slowly. Oh, I was swaying him so he didn't attack me. But we know now that our liege is looking after him. So I'm okay with ignoring that for right now. Instead, I want to sway our vassal who is not against the caliphate. It's you, boy. Hello, boy. So I can't say hi to him yet. It's creepy to talk to a 14-year-old. Because he's a kiddo, he's almost certainly a changeover. Nice. Gibbering or gibbering fool. I think it's gibbering. No, it's not how you say it. The venerable scholar who invented the word said it was pronounced the way I'm saying it. My friend Zarsost and I are having a raging debate about the gibbet. I am fluent in Iranian, and so I correct his pronunciation. It's first a hard sound, not a soft sound. He had the temerity to disagree, and disagree vociferously nonetheless. I can't believe you're holding this miserable linguistic position, he blurts out, frustrated at my insistence. So I can insist, as a descriptivist, that it must be so. Apparently, being a descriptivist makes you less well-learned. Memorizing old pronunciations counts for nothing. Or agree to disagree. Well, agree to disagree in this case. I don't want the long-term penalty. We have to lower our stress, though. So, hey, there we go. This kiddo decided to join the distraction of the caliphate there. Cool. And hello. What's this? So, it is the case that some random vassal who, as of right now, our direct vassals are cities. Cities can't spend money effectively, and so they have so much money and say, hey, what am I going to do with it? I'm going to give it on up to the boss man. Thank you. That's a lot of money. That changes so many things, because I was planning to hold off on spending money until after we fought our war here, but we could hit the road jack right away. The only issue with leaving right now is I can't launch the war until we're back home again. We'll see. Hey, Brossy, thank you for the re-subscription for 5 months in total, 3 in a row. I appreciate that very much. Crossword time again. I'm glad you get to watch the crossword. It's always fun. And hey, Thorn, someone wrote an article in Slate about how he's using Freud's civilization discontents for the Gaza conflict class. Absolutely. Read that article. Someone posted it over on Discord. It's really a good article. And yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of professors have struggled with how to talk about things happening in the world right now, both in terms of the Middle East conflict as well as everything else, without immediately having the students fall into hot takes, immediately having them fall into like slogans from TikTok, because these are absolutely destructive of serious thoughts. And so yeah, if a thinker or a professor can find a way to like directly link together, here are the analytical tools and ways of approaching the world that our students are already learning, how can we think with those in a way that isn't just hot takes? It's tough. It requires real thoughtfulness and real work. And I mean, that's part of it to be a teacher, though. So it was a great article. If you've not read it, strongly encouraged. Though Slate is often a place of the hot take, there are occasionally some very good articles there, including one I wrote. Good luck, friends, in digging through, 25 years of articles to find the one I wrote. All right. We leveled up again. So, choosing this side of the gallant tree is just not super useful. Except we might be able to get some stronger alliances going forward. Plus 25 is not very much, but it might help a little bit. Right. We are heading closer and closer to unrest. Exactly what we want. Only fear of the unrest is that our, let's see, what are the bad sides there? You lose your garrisons. Easier to be attacked there. People of other cultures and faiths dislike you quite a bit. It is much cheaper to build temples and such. Also, the zealots give you more money. And danger gets worse. Never, ever leave your home. All right. This is a knight named Gillen Shah that my son believes to be a good leader. We agree. Now, he's a holy warrior of a slightly wrong kind of Muslim, Islam rather. He is a slightly wrong Islamic person. He will convert. Good man, good man. Hey, Brossi, how am I enjoying the new mechanics? So being, like, entirely honest, like 100% honest here, I'm not really watching the mechanics all that much. Like, I know that I'm supposed to be thinking very seriously about how to get unrest up and going. I'm supposed to be thinking about, like, the end of the struggle. What does one do? Mwop, mwop, mwop. But we're such a weak power right now that I can't do much. I'm just focused on building myself up, and then I'll begin to do other things with the struggle. But for the moment, I can't do much. Okay, I'm going to launch our Hajj. I'm going to launch the Hajj just so we get a bonus to all of our nearby friends. They'll be impressed that I have gone for a ride. All right, so wherever can we go on the Hajj? Okay. So obviously just the one down here. How dangerous is it to go? We have no major danger. Major danger. I like doing that very much. We have a desert warrior to help. That is fine. Most important is lowering stress. So we'll reflect, we'll contemplate, we'll consider the good and the God as we go. If I bring along mercenary guards, we drop to no danger at all. Because we're young and valuable and need points in Seasoned Traveler, I'm not going to get rid of danger entirely. So, marching straight on down and through, we'll see if we make it. Good luck, everybody. The Hajj. I've never done this before. This is our first Islam playthrough of the entire time I've played CK3. Let's see. It actually may be my first Islamic playthrough of any Crusader Kings. I'm just not sure on that. The time has come for me to undertake the pilgrimage to Mecca. It's been commanded of me, as it has for all Muslims, to show my submission to Allah. I've waited for my entire life on this. My son takes over as regent while I'm gone. Interesting. My son's selfless, no problems there. Hey, we can build stuff. I thought we didn't have tech for building stuff, but hey, we can build stuff. Very cool. The title of the Sunni Caliphate is now held by Caliph Abdallah. Abdallah runs, yep, same empire as before. Big, big, big indeed. Now, how many wives are you allowed to have? I offer you... I have a granddaughter. Her name is Layla Badabam. Will not accept. I have too many alliances. Very well. Hey, Cajun Killa! Thank you very much for your generous resubscription. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is the best philosophy book series. Change your mind. I mean, it depends on what you mean by philosophy book series, I suppose. If you mean things that make you think philosophically, sure, true. This is me running through the Regent view, so hopefully it'll never pull up again. Regency all learned, good. Authority is good, because I do need more prestige. May I make you my vizier? I don't quite know how viziering works. Now, maybe Regency is vizier. I still haven't figured that one out entirely. Perhaps it needs to be a vassal? Is that true? Huh. Yeah, I'm just not sure. Just not sure. All right, a beastly omen. We make our ways down the holy road we travel. We're suddenly made to stop as a beast steps right out into the middle of our path. A humble gazelle stirs the holy caravan. There's something of a knowing look on the beast's face. That the mind of a wise old man resides behind the feral eyes. He blinks and carries on his way. We chase after a gazelle. Let's see what happens there. Hey, it went well. Hey, it went well. I've seen that go very, very poorly before. Also, I'm now trying to think in the back of my head about other philosophy book series. I mean, Frederick Copleston's History of Philosophy strikes me as being the best philosophy series. It is a book series that has gotten many graduate students through their comprehensive exams. It is I don't know, like a 12 or 14 book long series of the entire history of philosophy, written by a very earnest Jesuit priest who wanted to teach history of philosophy and realized that there was no book series that argued from the Aquinian, the perspective of Thomas Aquinas' thoughts as being the high point of philosophy. There's a lot to say there. And so he wrote the entire book series, the entire history of philosophy from the beginning of time of his knowledge to like Bertrand Russell's thought in like the 1920s or so. And man, if you ever want to hear like a good faith debate, the debate between Bertrand Russell and Frederick Coplestone on the existence of God is so darn good, because at the beginning of it, they stop and say, when you say God, what do you mean? And they're both incredibly clear about what they're discussing. Because my students really enjoy like the Jordan Peterson, Ben Shapiro debates in which people do not talk to each other, but past each other. And everyone scores their dumb, cheap little points. And like they're arguing to the crowd so often. They're just like getting their rah-rahs to agree. And it's not good for anybody. It's not good. So my students, when we did like a bit of communism, said, oh, I watched a video about this a couple of years ago. Jordan Peterson versus Slavoj Žižek. I'm like, all right. In that debate, the two sides just talked about very different things. Žižek talking about the possibilities of like fixing environmental catastrophe, and Peterson talking about the Soviet Union. It's like, these are not good conversations. These are not good conversations at all, unfortunately. So, yeah, I'm just trashing my students this week. I think I've been a little more negative with my students this week than usual. I apologize. I'm enjoying teaching. It is a good and wonderful way of engaging with the world. Teaching's great. A happy family. I followed the gazelle, staying far behind not to startle him. Eventually, he meets another gazelle in the clearing. His mate, perhaps? The two butt heads a little, but soon nuzzle each other, and then promptly disappear into the wilderness together. What could Allah have meant by that? So I could say I will soon have a child. If we do that, we get more fertility, or family must come first. If we do that, we get more renown. So we spend time with our family and talk about how great they are. Family first. Very, very slow gaining of renown. It's going pretty well, though. All right. Nearly done with this. Still scads of money. I don't want to spend right now for fear of not being able to afford this. We now have a claim on Zanjan, which is exactly what I wanted. And then. So I can attack them when we get home. We'll definitely be doing that. We saw before that we could build. It's probably only had 100 money. We visited the Falak Ol Aflak. Isn't this Geico? No, it's Aflac, where the little bird who is Gilbert Gottfried, I believe, yelling Aflac over and over again. This stream now sponsored by the Aflac Insurance Corporation. What's that stand for? I believe it's like American Family, American Federal. I can't remember. Can't remember it all. I know that that Geico is the Government Employee Insurance Corporation or something. And you just thought of a fun little thing with a lizard. So we still have low control. So our boy... Oh, we hired a seneschal, right? And the seneschal is raising control gradually. How bad is it, though? Let's see on that. 1 minute. Be with you in a second. On control. 14 months. Yeah, they're all changing pretty quickly thanks to the seneschal. That's good. All right. The Hajj, a matter of safety. I've had this nagging sensation for a while now. My pilgrimage has turned out to be more hazardous than anticipated. Or maybe I simply haven't endured enough trials to prove myself worthy of God's protection just yet. I have, however, spotted a few impressive individuals in the local settlement of Al-Maiya who would surely improve the safety of the pilgrims in a hands-on manner. So I could hire a few of them. We then become more pious. I say, I like this man named Idris. Join me, please. Idris Elba here, a lustful sort with 2 virtues. We don't need Reaver. Forder's cool but not useful. Yeah, really, really good commander, but not the great perks. Or I have faith in Allah. We then get divine protection, more diplomacy for level devotion. What I really need is more stewardship. That's not happening though. I'm gonna decide what to do here based entirely on the lowest level of our knight right now. So 28. 28 on top. It's my giants. You're not my giants. It's my Where's my giant? Hey, there he is. Sorry about that. My giant has lost a leg. Poor giant. That said, you produce a giant baby. That giant baby, I look forward to using as a grand knight someday. Anyway, at the bottom, our current knights are right here at 5 or so. So yeah, for 15 money, I'll definitely hire you. Welcome to the court. Welcome to knighthood, etc. Please change religions. Yeah, all these sub-branches of Islam are being a little bit challenging. You to keep your Zoroastrianism. We are multi-ethnic, multi-theistic, say polytheistic. Just please focus a little bit. Reflections, the empires of yesteryear. Wandering the path, I've encountered many reminders of those who've come before me. Here in Al-Kharatan Qasim, I see reminders of those who inhabited the land long before us. Old temples, broken weapons, random fractures of objects beyond recognition. Time claims us all, and the deities we worship and the way in which we worship them is always in flux. Perhaps one day, some other man will wander the path and contemplate the fallen sheikhdom of Mazandaran and the Ash'ari faith practiced by Sheikh. We could consider the old empires. If we do this, we may lose additional stress and get imperial contemplation or stewardship. Also cheaper tile creation for 15 years. The possibility of independence being much cheaper appeals to me so much. We also might be able to get close to being able to keep our domain. Or consider the faiths. Or we will never fall. No, of course, old empire's way to go. We failed in contemplation. I believe we still got the +1 on. We got nothing. We got absolutely nothing, unfortunately. I got so excited about that. It failed. Absolutely failed. This is what I get for letting my hopes get up. Never again. Never again. When we get here, I look forward to seeing the events that come with this. What do I say? The events that come with this event that I've never seen before. I don't know. My giant is missing a foot, so he's a foot shorter. Is he still a giant? Oh, you. Oh, you. Oh, you. That's pretty good stuff. So, it's the case that Ali Shan here, my daughter-in-law, has left us. Why? So I realized that she came initially because her father and we had an alliance. Huh. She returned home to her brother's home. That's weird. That's weird. Anyway, we lost our tiniest alliance, not a big concern. That said, that nice lady was focusing as a spy master. We need a good spy master who likes us. You, my friend, Asfandir, will do well. You're a lunatic just like me. And then we lost another alliance as well. So, does that mean I have an unmarried daughter again? I do not. Who was giving me the alliance before? So that was with you all? No, we still have you all. It was with this guy all. So the inheritor is this fellow. Look at that name. It runs out of characters. That's insane. You have a little daughter. I'd be interested in... Oh, she's a hostage, is she? She was sent away to maintain stability. Do you have a sister I could possibly use here? Okay, I disinherited so bad. So, this fellow would take a marriage, but he's very weak. He's not who I need. Could I give you a second daughter or granddaughter? Not really. Not really. Okay. There is an alliance there, patrilineally. This is with the disinherited daughter. That's fine. It gives the alliance all I really need. So, sending our families all around. We're dying! On the Hajj, we are dying, unfortunately. Huh. Well, that's no good. This is strange. I've never seen your dying before when I haven't seen this being black, or red at least. I think red's possible. I don't want to die. We are in harmonious succession. So we lose one title. The one title is the Sheikhdom of Ruyan, which is right here. We'll immediately reincorporate our brother if that happens, but... That's crazy. Lunacy is bad. Yeah, there we go. So what killed us there was 2 assassination event successes against us. And unfortunate. I'm actually a little surprised. He died that early, but there you go. The Sheikh Rostam of Mazandaran has left the transient house at the call of the True One at 43 years of age. You know what's the worst of this? We lost all the money on the Hajj and all the money on the claim also. We had to reclaim that county. Brutal. A man of pleasant disposition, he'll be remembered for his benevolent rule. Sheikh Shervin ascends the throne. Energetic and collected, Shervin will surely improve the realm under his rule. So, first was Rostam, now is Shervin. We'll see how he goes. We lost 1 territory I must take back immediately. Save scum? I appreciate the thought, but we play on Iron Band to avoid that entirely. We'll deal with the consequences as they are. We'll be fine. I'm sat at my table, about to break my fast, but all hunger has left me. Something feels amiss, and no, it's true when I see my courtier Gamze soberly approaching. My sheikh, a messenger, arrived in the night bearing grievous news. She says softly, I'm afraid your father, Sheikh Rostam, died of heart failure. He was in Meran on the road towards Mecca when he perished. My sincere condolences, my lord. Is this the way in which Allah is punishing us? Is Allah punishing us for being too late on the Hajj? He did not deserve to die so far away. Very sad. Okay, we work from there then. So. We still have our main holdings and 1 side holding. We have 1 child, a little girl. We've lost all of our alliances. We'll need to restart those right away. Our heir is currently our brother. Can I get us to domains either 4 of 4? Maybe. Okay, give me a moment here. We currently support the Caliph. I don't want that to be true, because I believe no one else does. So, you gotta have a bunch of piety to announce your opposition to the Caliphate. I don't know why that is. This is not what you want. You're a good Persian boy. In secret, we do still practice... Yes, we still practice our faith. I need to make sure that gets passed on to our inheriting child. It shouldn't be him. Our son is 23, his wife is 26. Lots of time for kiddos. She likes it okay. I'm going to want to sway and romance her eventually, but not yet. We'll work our way on this right now. So we're in Marshall. We are working down the Gallantry tree. Fine. For right now, attraction opinion would be a lovely thing to help our wife like us more. Having higher martial gives one ability in battle, of course. We have a lot of good commanders, so I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to go for attraction and then work my way down this tree to be able to romance and so on more effectively, because I need my wife to make more babies. That is an essential concern right now. Did we inherit our father's regalia? We did, thank goodness. If we went to their kid, it'd be so bad. Okay, House Unity dropped to friendly. It will climb again. To the council. Hello, friends. So, we have a number of folks who really dislike me. Part of it is negative 30 authority. Oh, the issue is every one of our father's vassals were converted against the Caliph. We apparently support the Caliph. That's no good. So, we're gonna have to work our way out of a bit of a hole here. The one thing to say is all of our vassals are currently non-county or higher, so they actually can't revolt against us. We can ignore that concern right now, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing. So I'm just going to run through and get folks who like us okay. That will push him into liking us fine. The Marshal, the 23 crazy person murderer, is going to be the best right now. And then on Spy Master, our mother loves us, you take that. This is an acceptable council for now. If I move my wife to stewardship, we then get one free domain slot, which is exactly what I want. Take this back, maybe this back. Okay. That feels better. Now, we didn't inherit the claim. Now, we inherited the claim on Ruyan. We didn't inherit the claim on Zanjan. At some point, we need to make sure that that is taken again soon. Now, can I get any alliances for free? With our brother, we don't want him. Oh, you know what? There's another way to deal with our brother. Instead of launching war against him, we could deal with him the other way. No, at this point, having a murderer secret would be absolutely destructive. So I'll deal with this legitimately. Okay. Back to alliances. So I'm going to marry off our one daughter just to get the strongest possible alliance early here. Okay. The High Chiefdom of Yamama. Hello, Yamama. You're currently involved in a war, but how far away are you, Yamama? Ooh, you're pretty far away. That's not going to work at all. It's not the worst, but more than I want. Below that is... If we zoom out, we can see some of these things actually, can't we? When you mouse over them, they show you where they are. Yeah, so Yamama's there. This one is here, kind of far away. If we go matrilineal, then what happens instead? So, Chiefdom of Bisha. Yeah, mercenary strength, not what we need. The folks right next door could work. Only 1,000. We've lost our power to have the big folks, because unfortunately, our being in favor of the Caliph is going to cause some issues. Gotta change that. So getting piety going is necessary for changing it over. Best way to get piety right now, of course, is to either throw Holy Wars or to go in the direction of the Hajj once more. Okay, in the short term, I need to make sure my my council likes me okay. Infirm leader there, fine. Not infirm, sway you for now. Cool. Okay. In a moment, we're attacking here. Our various positions are being vacated. I'd like a new seneschal, but for the money, for the moment, I just need money, because there is a concern of needing to hire mercenaries to protect ourselves soon. The biggest issue would be if our liege tries to throw us off. Okay, if I adopt his faith, man, I wish it would just say you continue to practice the other one in secret. I think we do. If he demands I change religions, does anybody know for sure how secret religions work? Because I can't lose my secret religion. I'm gonna go to war here and hope our liege leaves us alone. Hello to you, my beloved brother. I could push for somebody else. Our younger brother. No, I need it to be my own right now. To battle! This moved us house unity down, so attacking people in the family is definitely not the right way to go. But what's done is done. With the troops raised, we're losing a little bit money, but not too much. I didn't check to see what my brother has money-wise. He has genuinely none. So either he just spent it all on mercenaries or he's never had any. I expect he's never had any. Because all the money in the royal coffers went to me. Do we have a mountain commander? Answer's no. So I'm going to lead this thing so we get the bonus for being led by own ruler. Looks good. The leader here, of course, is not the boy. Boys can't lead armies. A very, very good battle. We'll just have to wait for the sieging to be done. It might take a little while, unfortunately. Hey, look at this! Our first dynastic legacy! Alright, so... it tends to be the case that when we get a new DLC, I follow down the line of the most recently added legacy line. And so there's just the one on top here. Brilliance. Highest one's called Sense of Purpose. People in our family, I believe, get one more tax jurisdiction and have stronger abilities than Assassin, Scholar, Qadi, Lady-in-Waiting, and Royal Architect. Of those, I've only consistently used Architect and Lady-in-Waiting. I don't know what the other things actually are. So, gives more piety to Liege. Is the ultimate judge of the realm, responsible for applying Islamic law in various disputes. Scholar represents the intellectual class of your realm. The court scholar aids in future invasions. Very cool. Yeah, I'm just going to run down the Brilliance page. Obviously, blood is meta, but Brilliance it is. Because I want to see the picture all unlocked together. Our dynasty has a sense of purpose. Nice. We have no tax collector, apparently. I think I have no one to tax right now. And so, I think we only need the one collector. I wonder if they'd do better if I gave each one taxpayer to bother. So, hello friend. You do that. And I'm going to give you, I don't know. Each one gets one for now. Alright, how long is this siege going to take? Oh boy, a little under 2 years. That's just fine, I suppose. And we're still saving money while we're hanging out. We have so many fewer knights than before. And many of the knights dislike me quite a bit. I can lower our crown authority to nothing if I want to. That gives us... lose the possibility of unlanding people. Until we're Duke, we don't actually need that, though. Also, returning to unrest. So, our readiness to go to battle against everyone must begin soon. We'll look at the different phases in a little bit. I want to claim over here, because I do intend to expand that way soon. Man, I'm missing the old king. I felt much safer as the old king than this guy. Again, having so many knights was so strong. Luckily, as he continues getting more martial lifestyle, we can get more knights fairly quickly. I'll have to get through 3 more levels there, but soon. Making nice with the Wali Bakhtir here. Once he likes us fine, I'm going to move our friendship points over to the Queen. Again, in hopes of getting more kids, especially a son. It would be great. All right, welcome to Unrest, everybody. So I'm curious. We can't do this yet, but in Unrest, how can one end the world here? I want to go for Iranian Resurgence. Again, this is so far away, but what would we need that we don't have? So it must be a kingdom, must be very famous, must have more Persia, and have Iranian allies that are also kings. So we got a long way to go, but this is the goal eventually, to launch Iran once more. Someday. Okay, I'm just going to go higher game speed. We need to have the 96 money for when this thing finishes over here. Between now and then, we can spend money on building up our buildings. Also, my troops are now starving. Good stuff. Or not quite starving. On the way to starvation. Do I have a better siege commander? I do. He doesn't like me, but he goes faster, at least that way. Alright. So, my liege wants me to look after Sami ibn Muhammad Zadid. I'm saying no here, because I don't really want to act my liege at all, other than possibly attacking eventually. Alright, so, worthless vassal me is going to be the Marshal. Marshal gives a bonus to being able to get martial military lifestyle experience. Good. Jim, have a good night, my friend. Thanks for hanging out with us. Sleep well. See you on the flip side. It's about 11 a.m. my time. Today we do teach, so I'll be streaming probably till about, I don't know, 12:40 or so my time. Maybe a little bit before that. Class is not quite prepared yet. It's the one I've done before, though, so it should be pretty fine. And, yeah, should be good. If today's not good, that's fine, too, because Friday's an exam day. And exam days are days when I kind of just sit there and read a book, and that's nice. My marshal is hesitantly bringing forth a guest named Maziar. Hello, Maziar. He's asked me to promote your self the honor commandership. I believe you might wish to have a say in the matter before. Alright, so Maziar is extolled by his house. At virtues extolled by the house head. Whether attention deserved or not, he's a hard time staying away from the prying eyes of the public. More high piety, people in the house like him more, and yeah, less likely to, or more likely to get assassinated. Everyone looking at him. You know what? Sure. Come along and be a knight. We don't mind that at all. Now, I thought it was you today. Just gotta get through the classroom. Gotta get through the class day. Absolutely. We got ourselves the claim there again. And so now we can spend money freely on building up the realm. We may attack there pretty soon. I just need to make sure everything else is stable first. Yeah, occasionally I go into the classroom with like nothing but joy and love for the students, and the belief's gonna go amazingly. Past couple weeks have been tough though. Little tough past few weeks, and so I'm excited for the exam, excited for a little bit of break. It'll be good. Money for taking over. We end the war immediately. Hooray, it's all mine. My apologies to my little brother for stealing his territory. Once I'm a duke, I'll probably give it back, but for right now I'm going to keep it. Okay. Hello, High Show. Welcome back, friend. Hope today's going well for you. Alright, sorry, brother. Don't hate me. Everything's good. Cost for upgrades. So Rihanna has no control. I'm going to move my marshal over to fix that. After he refills the troops. Once that's done, I'll then shift over for sure. How do I feel about grading the exam? I mean, it depends. I really enjoy reading students' ideas. And so a large portion of the exam is essays, in which I try to give them a fun little question. A fun little question where they can think through ideas other than just tell me what I told them. And if students take the bait, right, if they're willing to take an effort and take some risks and write what they find interesting and valuable, then I'm all about it. If it's just students going the safe answer over and over again, that might get a little bit boring. Possibly. So, yeah, I've got some students who are interested in thinking through things, and yeah, that means the world to me to take the time to share that with me. So, hopefully it's more of that. Now, with that said, I always tell the students I'll give the exact exam back in a week. which means I'll need to grade a certain number each day. We'll have 50 exams or so, and so 6 days. So I'll ideally do a little under 10 a day, and I'll be fine. Inevitably, I lose track. I lose track of this kind of thing, and I often find myself saying, now I've got to do 40 exams, and they're due back tomorrow. So I'm going to try hard. Hello, Charles Number. How's it going? Did I end up restarting? So, Charles, we restarted on yesterday's stream. So the first day, we tried this start. It didn't go well. Yesterday, we restarted. It's gone much better since. We're continuing that since yesterday. I helped you understand the DLC a lot. Awesome. Let me know what I can do to help out. Let me know what I can do to help you understand the DLC more. But welcome to the channel today, and I hope things are going well for you. I inspect the stables. My gaze is drawn toward a stallion kept away from the others. He throws his head and stomps his hooves, displaying his powerful hindquarters and well-arched neck. This creature has the best of conformations and the worst of tempers. I've never seen such a warhorse before. The stablemaster insists it's impossible to train. I'm not one to back away from a challenge. Fine steeds mean fine money, or I'm going to make my stablemaster do it. Well, we'll try our best. You're getting wrecked by negative opinion modifiers? Yeah, unfortunately we are also right now, because my boy here is, yeah, it's unfortunately the wrong flavor of a supporter of the caliphate. We need to get him to change over. Unfortunately, that does take 378 more piety. Brutal. So much. Alright, my horse pins his ears back, his disregard for me crystal clear. The first meeting is important to earn his trust and respect, and I need to decide how to go about it. So we use a steady hand. If I have high prowess skill, I can do that. If I'm gentle and slow, he'll trust me more. Or everyone has their price. Bring forward the apples. I will use my strength as best I can. You've had dreams of teaching nursing. Grading papers, though, is preposterous. Yeah, I mean, part of it, especially for, you know, I took a CNA class. I'm CNA certified in Iowa and Nebraska. And for that kind of nursing, a lot of it really is just, do you understand what you've been taught? It is, can you follow these basic steps? Are you able to report back under what conditions you do what? No problems. I'm guessing as you get to higher levels of nursing practice and nursing teaching, there's a lot more subtlety, I guess. A lot more, not just can you follow the process, but also can you do a good job in doing so? Can you show me subjectively how you do this kind of stuff? And so, yeah, I mean, definitely a lot of teachers start in fields that are relatively objective. So they can just get the handle of saying, right, wrong, here's why it's right, here's what's wrong. And then later one begins teaching more complex classes that require, like, I think real subtlety and engagement with students' ideas, which I enjoy, but it takes some work. It's a mighty feeling. This powerful horse follows me and my every whim. Now that I've earned its trust, he seems nearly fond of me. So I could keep him my personal warhorse. If we do that, we get 1 prowess and more prestige, not piety. Or that's rewarding. Let's do it again. 1 prowess and 0.25 prestige. Permanent until the guy dies, or just for 10 years. My horse will never die. But we can now work our ways down the Nightline. Nightline, that's a TV show. Good stuff. Alright, Hajj or War. The Warhorse. What should we name our warhorse? History, myth, or random horse name? Because I almost never play in this part of the world, I almost never choose a name that is not Western focused. Let's choose a name that is focused on our own local Persian people. So, I never remember who Naasius is. I believe it's a Latin name, though. Husabin ibn Ali sounds nearby. We'll choose this one then. Zuljana, the fine beast. Glitterhoof? If only you could type your own names, it'd all be called Glitterhoof and Son of Glitterhoof. But Zuljana it is, the name here. All right, hello, next target. Why do you have, no allies? You believe your father can protect you. He just can't. He just can't, unfortunately. So, we push forward again. This should go very quickly. And betrothed folks can get married. So our beloved 16-year-old daughter is marrying a very old, creepy man because he has troops. Is our sister, not our daughter. Good. Called Bucephalus. I like Bucephalus a lot. We'll see if we can take over everything as Alexander did. For right now, though, I'm just trying to hold on to local territory. So we'll see. Alright. Forward, all of you. Now, unfortunately, every war we launch while we are supporting the Caliph pushes this thing in the direction of concession. I don't really want that, because that would cause the Caliph to maybe end things. Now, this early in the game, I don't think he can do so. Wait. Reaching 500 progress score towards this ending automatically applies the relevant effects and ends the intermezzo. So if you get here at all, game over, man. Game over. I gotta stop doing things that will help the Caliph. I've gotta break it somehow. Okay, so winning a war as a supporter of caliphal authority moves in the direction of stabilization. I think starting the war begins in the direction of concession, maybe. I'm not sure. Gotta go stabilization or unrest. Back and forth forever. Is the leader on the field? No, again, the leader here is but a child, so hopefully. Okay, and then a proposal. They want me to look after Sami Zadid. I'm just saying no on that, unfortunately, as I don't want to spend time with my liege lord currently. Hey, Lazy J Bear, how's it going, friend? Your little... Is that, what's it called? A very old meme. What is it? Like that groundhog or something, like stares at the camera? Whichever way. Hello, friend. Hope you're doing well today. It's a polar bear. I apologize for being not able to see that. Polar bears are great. Okay, I'm going to leave by the siege army just for a moment. And then send the main stack to here briefly. Hey, Lazy J Bear, thank you for the follow also. I think that's our first new follower today. Thank you for deciding you want to hang out with us. Maybe in the future. Hey, we captured more folks. I feel kind of sad about that one, because that was definitely 3 knights just hanging out, and we set upon them all at once. And we'll see if any of them want to be hired by the great Persian Empire. Hello, Alim. You're not very good. You're a sneaky snake. You cannot be trusted. So convert and go away. Hello, Abuyad. Not great either. So... convert, join me. He's good enough that he's more useful than the 4s and 5s. What religion are we? So we're currently Islamic, but secretly in the background... Secretly in the background, we're actually Zoroastrian. And we're keeping our secret until eventually we are strong enough to reveal it. Hopefully. Alright, so a spy master knows full well that I am secret Zoroastrian. I'm gonna have to accept the blackmail. Now, luckily, he is not a landed character, so he can't use this blackmail productively. He might be able to bribe me, but that's fine. So I accept this for now. Secret. Hey, Lazy Bear, thanks for the nice words. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the subscription. Boom, boom, boom. I appreciate that very much. Thanks for being here. Friends, with that said, though, we have a 3-minute ad break coming up right now. Our once-an-hour little break. I'm going to drink some water, and we're going to do a little bit more crossword puzzle. When that is done, we'll get back to our game in 3 minutes. So thanks for hanging out with us. And Bear Friend, did you expect that? Did you expect that? You give a subscription, you get to see the crossword. What? 3 minutes back to it. All right, like I said earlier, the top half of this puzzle went very well. The bottom half, not so well so far. We'll see. Marmalade components. Marmalade components. I know that there's a song like Smooth Lady Marmalade that was popular during like Moulin Rouge times. I have no idea. Does it include the peel maybe? No clue. Hey, Mythic, can't miss the crossword. That's right. Most important crossword all the way. Thank you for the resub also. Hard-nosed means like refusing to change position, stubborn even. Very long though. A sled puller. I mean, sleds are often pulled by dogs, so it might be right. We'll see. Editors on second thought. The editor writes stepped. Good. Pay up. Pay up. I mean, you can ante up. It's kind of paying at the beginning of a poker match. We'll see. To the downs. So, a cosmetics company partly owned by Nestle, the worst company in the world. It's L'Oreal, of course. Blank Peabody, a fictional sleuth in the Elizabeth Peters series. I have no idea, but Amelia looks like it right. It's right there. Richard J. Daly and Richard M. Daly for 2. They're both mayors of Chicago. Very good. TV guide details. So TV Guide shows what shows are on and when and at what time. I think air dates seems right. On Thursday we watch whatever. Plant grown for its gel. So aloe vera is that. Cognac brand often name-checked in hip-hop songs. Do you got your Henny? I got my Henny. It's Hennessy, I believe. The only problem is the spelling of the N's and the E's. I think it's that. Region with many OPEC members. So I said I like Middle East. I don't like Mideast. I guess it'd be the Mideast. So gladden is the way in which we say you bring joy to. What voices are used in the boys' choir? They're altos. Altos often used. Durable cloth made with hand-twisted yarn. Things I don't know. Hobby that requires a license. So ham radio requires a license. My grandfather was so into it at one point. Equipping for battle. So girding oneself. Girding the loins is not going to fit. I believe girding is like the tying up of one's long robe in a bit of a knot in front of one's genitals. Something like that. So it could be armoring, possibly. Why do you need a license for radio? So ham radio is a way of broadcasting and listening to people speaking back and forth. I believe it's so that the powers that be, who make sure the airways are free and fair for everyone, will know who is broadcasting what in case somebody is using it illicitly. But I'm not sure on that. But yeah, ham radio needs a license for sure. Got big on social media. I want to say like went viral. Yeah, no idea. No idea. Animal of concern to an Australian sheep rancher. So probably things that come and eat the sheep. I mean, I know the old dingo eats babies, so it might be dingoes eat sheep also. I don't know on that one. Colorful cousins of crows. The jackdaw probably. The daws most likely. Off course is me errant, I believe. A group of judges. They are often in panel. A preamble, the beginning, the start, the lead off. Not sure. A shadow of gloom is a pale of gloom. Preamble, the lead in, good. Undeveloped. So it could be like photos, undeveloped on the roll still. Wild, I'm not sure. Let me go and do 2 more and we'll stop. Overstrain is to tire oneself. A twilled suit fabric is, I believe it's Sealy, like that. No, that's wrong. Is it? There's some combination of L's and E's, and I don't recall what it is. Okay, I'm gonna do this one down the back of the game, I promise. A Blank Magus, a Roger Bacon treatise whose name means great work. See, so I knew this one immediately, but it's always a little like, why did they add that parent there? Because you immediately know it's opus, right? Opus is the word for work, unfortunately. Soap-making compounds are from the lie. campus that hosts an annual mystery hunt. It's MIT. If you've never been into the MIT mystery hunt, boy, howdy, you're missing out. It's amazing. Okay. I guarantee at next ad break we'll finish this one. That'll be 2 puzzles in a row, finished with no major concerns. So, good to good. Network host in Leet Speak. Thank you for your generous refollow, or your generous follow, sorry. It's good to see you here today. I don't know why I said refollow. Probably because they're returning to the game. All right, we are winning this battle heartily, taking over all possible territory before we throw off our liege. Oh, I missed the 6. I'm sorry. Network ghost. I was very close, but ghost it is. I'll do right next time. Milud, the malady's contagious. Be wary. My mother, the Tamina, also my doctor, holds me back. Is the body of a commoner, skin marred by rashes and bumps. It rests on the table. Anyone who comes into contact with the corpse risks infection, and I was planning an outing. Take me close to Simnon, the holding of Wali Farouk of Simnon. So if we want to, we can throw the body at the spy master, who previously exposed my secrets, or bribed me to keep my secret of Zoroastrianism. Or we can study the body to learn about the disease's origin. If we do that, we get 2 learning, or we bury him politely. I want to bury him politely because I need that piety pretty badly. We have no stress right now, so we bury him, we get the piety, hooray. Invitation to a tournament. This tournament is where exactly? This tournament is up to the north. Or to the east, rather. Yeah, I'm going to say no on that one. Thanks for the invitation, but gotta stay local, because my liege is probably big angry at me as I take his son's land. So at 100 money, I can't build anything. Might be at 135 or even more. 225 for that. Okay, so I can upgrade my hill forts into earthworks. With that, you get higher garrison, you get stronger strength on your folks, more control, but no more money at all, unfortunately. Okay, my liege is now aware. My liege is now aware that I practice the Zoroastrian faith. Hooks on liege is not great. Hooks on liege is definitely not great because they are able to use them to take land from you or to imprison you more easily. I need to keep my secret faith secret. And so I'm going to accept the hook and hopefully throw him off before he can use it against us. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So we're getting closer to our +4 knights. Slow going on that one. This finishes quickly. Good. Hello, Swattish Prize. You want to know the update on your island? How's Ireland doing? I mean, it's unifying slowly. Also, our ongoing question of who's going to win the war for Francia. Turns out that big Western France has not pulled it off yet. So West Francia is now Kingdom of France. No empire quite yet though. Also, Italy has exploded once more. Fine stuff. Siege is done. Cool. So, I've taken everything I can take inside of this territory. Next step is throw off the liege. Before that, though, I need to refill our levies. So, move my son to levy filling. Good. Now, we still need a bunch more piety to change ourselves against the caliphate. 308 more. 308 more. Yeah, it's rough. Any shenanigans in this game yet? I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen any super shenanigans at all. After this 5-month check, trying to make my buddy like me a little bit more. Whoops. What happened here? Interesting. Get to that in a second. It doesn't really matter if this happens. The big issue is that we're on the wrong side of the Caliphate War. That'll change soon, though, once I get the piety. So when this is done, I'm going to attempt to make my wife love me. That's what we need. Over here, one of our walis gave me his heir to make into an Oswar. I believe Oswar here is a knight. Apparently we didn't do so. Yeah, probably we hired enough people over top of him that he was knocked out. So I'm so sorry. I didn't take care of your son. Oh, I'm the worst. The worst, the worst. What race am I? We're variously Iranian Persian folks down here. The Dalamite Iranians, apparently. Okay, I have enough money right now to upgrade our capital. Right now, what I need to do... Yes. Right now what I need to do is hold on to money to hire mercenaries in case things go bad. So once this is full, gonna take a while longer, we'll then... Will we then? Yeah, we'll then launch our independence war. So give me a moment to check the alliance situation. Right. So our liege, unfortunately, has a big old alliance with these folks. And I can't possibly fight them off. So, okay. When this fellow dies, the alliance ends. I'm not going to be able to hasten his death right now. Unfortunately, kingdoms are hard nuts to crack at this point, as we're merely a count. Claim throne will give me a claim against it. That will let me take a different kind of war. Is the liege murderable? That's a good point, because that would also break the alliance. Or the person who's causing the alliance will work as well. So, is my liege more murderable? Much more so. And I have enough money to probably bribe people. I like how you think, Agellius. I like you think a lot. Okay, so swaying didn't happen. That's fine. Next up, beloved wife. I'd like you to at least like me, please. So here comes romancing. 100% guaranteed. Truly soulmates. Here we go. I want to make my wife, Shaika Fana, my feelings be known to her. I want to remember this day for the rest of her life. What should we do? What should we do? Hey, beloved Thana, I'm wondering, do you wanna go for a walk? Maybe we can talk. I'll give you a rose that's as cute as your nose. Maybe then, I don't know when, you might favor me with a... Shoot, what rhymes with me? Oh, we're doing so well. I write her a love poem. I can't encourage you, thanks for the letter. Yeah, if only I got the last rhyme done. Something, birds and the bee. That would have been it. That would have been the boom, mission accomplished. Would you favor me with a smoochie? That works too. Alright. My mighty horse comes forward. Stable master can improve them, make him stronger, moving swiftly, endurance, fierceness, or I don't care. So 20 money to improve my horse. I honestly don't recall what these do, but let's make a fierce horse, hopefully. Our horse is now a war horse. I believe will turn into a fierce war horse at some point soon. Zuljana took to his training well. Results are instantly seen. He is now a fierce war horse, giving a command advantage. Cool. Look forward to leading the war soon. Okay. We're looking into this. So at 5772, there are 2 more people we can bribe in. Definitely not the best characters, the spy masters. Some of them are terrified of their liege. That said, Buddy down here, who's not amazing, will join me for 75 money. That's a fair piece for sure. With that, we go up to 7792. Feels pretty good. And I thought there was one more person who would join us. Hey, our wife's pregnant. All we wanted. My poem was so seductive. My vassal, known for his interest in venery, brings rumors of beasts in the realm. I'm hearing talk from the Sheikhdom of Badispan. There's excellent prospects for hunting thereabouts, with many a worthy fox seen roaming the valleys. Fascinating. Let's go for a hunt pretty soon. Now, how much for a hunt in this place? It really is next door. So, hunt. Bring me... Oh, wow. So many things spotted. None of which I believe are amazing hunts. Let's go right in our neighborhood here. 39 money. If I go to the larger search party, 26 money. Nah, I'm going to take this smaller group. Hope it works out. What's our stress level currently? Very low. So we don't need to focus on stress fighting at all. We'll find something else instead. Namely, we could try to murder our liege. We're not super good at intrigue, though. I'll try to kill the beast. Oh, you know what? Couple quick things. I didn't move my spy master over to helping in the killing, nor my wife into it. With our spy master moving over, 88.95. We're going to call that good. We're going to call that good for sure. And we got to get ready to fight as soon as he dies, so I can't take the Hajj right now. It'll pop in about 2 years. Just got to keep an eye on that. All right, proposal here. Someone wants me to look after your kid. No. And then, Mehrab, my giant, assembles the party as the sun also rises. My men have been gathering sightings of the fox that roam the area. Gamekeepers scour vicinity for tracks and fumes. We don't find a buck, but we do find some foxes. We can go for the fox or go for a hyena instead. Fox it is. Not super glorious to fight a little buddy like that, but it's good enough for the English nobles, it's good enough for me. My Aswar Husyar started to dismount. This is my best knight, Husyar. My subversive vassal, Wali Zartosht, made sure to bump into the horse, sending him tumbling to the ground. So we could say, shame on you, we beat you. We shame him and say, no way to act, or we make fun of our knight. No, we insist you did not behave well. Shame on you, buddy. Another one of my vassals hisses at me. Look at that worthless knave, he says. He's so brutal. So brutal. So, I've got a bunch of vassals who I cannot make like me. I believe they're trying to assassinate me right now. Just keep it in mind. So, Foth, my tax collector, is mocked by the Vali Aberdal. Shame on you! You all stop making fun of my people. We're all friends here. Alright, my courtier Ubayyad is the first to spot its flowing tail. The sly dog is hard to distinguish, but there's no doubt about it. Observing us through the leafy bushes, it is the fox. It locks eyes with me, and almost though the animal senses my intent, suddenly takes off in a flash of bright fur. So after we ride, with some peril, steady, mind the brook, or we try to ambush. Going for after we ride, give you a higher chance of success. We'll at least move over 50 then. I paused to drink from my water skin, savoring some cool relief from the sweet sweat and havoc of the chase. I secured at my side. I hear some low whistling noises. An arrow slammed into the gravel at my feet, deeply burying itself in the ground. I and those closest spin around. There's no one there. Only the wind rustling through the dense trees. Must have been the wind. Oh no. So I could say, oi, be more careful. Get a little stressed out. Must belong to someone. We look for the owner of it on an intrigue challenge. Our intrigue is only 3 though. or assassins. End the hunt. No, no, no. We never run away from anything. Only 9 days to go. We can hardly keep up with the blasted beast as it darts and weaves the bushes, barking wildly. Scaling a rise, disappearing into the dense thicket, the fox is gone. Well, and the panting dogs behind it. We have failed. 52% chance goes against us. That is okay. Hunts like these are pure joy. I can't wait for next year. Ubiad says we're all disappointed, but we go home anyway. We're a hunter. We get some points in Wenator. And maybe we'll try again next year. What a terrible waste of money. But at least we managed to save our stress all the way down. All right. We're preparing for the Independence War after this is finished. And if I were to move my wife over to Intrigue, we drop another level of holding. Does that kick us to nearly full chance? Okay, so at the moment we're about to attack. I'll have her help out with that. But for right now, we need to stay in domain size if we can. Nothing else to do. We're just gonna run the game at top speed for a little bit. Our daughter has learned Arabic from observing someone. Daughter's unmarried. We're looking for the alliance on her after we've managed to change our focus over to being against the Caliphate, who I believe we're getting close on. We still need 194 more piety. Soon. Sweet Lady Thana, I sigh as I kneel before my wife. My only desire is to bring you honor and happiness. Pray, tell me, how do I prove my wolf? Sorry, prove my love. She wants me to hunt a wolf. That's what I get for reading farther down without reading aloud. So slay a wolf and bring me its pelt. Alright, my wish is your command. We're likely to succeed. I bribe a hunter or I refuse. I'll try my best. I return empty-handed, a son of a gun. But then, a second daughter. That's not what I need. I'm relatively sure that daughters can't inherit, actually. Okay, we have a second daughter. She is perfect and average in every way. Her name is Navaba. I can't shun my daughters anymore. There's a real possibility of them being important to the future. So I'll look after both of them for right now. Elder daughter is going in the direction of curiosity and learning. She's on diplomacy. That's fine. Dulaf to become Perso-Bedouin. Considering adopting Persian culture eventually. We need to go somewhere that has it. Ubayyad and Merhab are talking about Wali Farzad. I'm going to ignore that. Becoming less dreadful. But then, Emir Dulaf, my brother-in-law, wants me to come forward and help him hold on to his territory. Yeah, so our neighbors to the south have gone into an internal war. I definitely need to help on that. Okay. Couple things then. Number one, it looks like my brother-in-law is much stronger than the people against him. It's still nice of me to help, though. So we'll shift ourselves to here. Raise everybody. The only problem with raising everybody right now is the knowledge that I'm weakening myself ahead of a possible war I need to fight. But keeping my allies strong, super important. Hey, Kalsway, thank you for the follow. How you doing? By Allah, Shakaya Thana is an insufferable fiend. Have you seen how he shakes her head? Ridiculous. My vassal mocks my wife. Thana's conversing, but she hurt him. I hate to see her hurt. Alright, so, this minor terrible person, who's one of my better knights, definitely stronger than me, we could force a fight. I'm likely to win, I might get wounded. Or I order him to apologize, likely to succeed, or I just try to comfort my wife. I don't want to die, so I'm going to just ask him to apologize. Does not do so. And we got even more stress for not attacking him immediately. Unfortunate. Our chaplain finally died. You'll recall our chaplain was a 6 or so in learning. Just one better right now. So we have a 16. Not amazing, but good enough right now. And we don't need any claims right now. This guy's a fine steward. My council hates me. Good, good, good. All right, all raised now. So we're going to head down immediately and hopefully stop the sieges happening on my allies' capital. I bet that's why he called me in, because he's busy fighting on the front against the enemy capitals, where I'm going to go help with defending his own capital. We'll see. Stencer, thank you for the follow also, friend. All you new friends, glad you're here. Can't kill a wolf, can't have a son, can't stand for his lady. You're absolutely right. My sheikh is not having the best of lives. That said, he keeps his nose to the grindstone. He pushes the wheel. It's all going to be good. Don't you worry. We're not counted out quite yet. All right, we're riding our horse around, though. At least having a nice time with that. The horse is eager to stretch his legs in the beautiful weather. I can do nothing but agree. I must practice, practice, practice. We get 1 prowess, so we can eventually go beat up the guy who's rude to my family. Or this day is too nice. Either way, we lose about the same amount of stress, so I'll take the one that gives me a bonus to prowess also. With no son who's our heir, our brother is. Yeah, we got ourselves, then our brother, then our other brother, and then our uncle. And I believe at that point we run out of men, unfortunately. Our family is 9 members, very, very few current men. So hopefully we get a son eventually. We're doing our best. Okay, this territory here is a dry land. With the Desert Warrior, he'll have a bonus to fighting there. Holy cow, we're a 42. The commander himself goes in. A king of kings on the battlefield. When the time comes... 22 months. When the time comes, my agents need a safe escape route out of Emir Muhammad's castle, should anything go wrong. A detailed map of local drylands with hidden paths would be invaluable. So we could pay a hunter 20 money to figure out where we're going. We can explore the drylands ourselves, be able to a hunter. We're definitely doing that one. We sneak about and learn what the Emir's land is like. Very good victory there. Not quite a stack wipe, but a pretty good fight anyway. And we captured a Wali anyway. He has a ton of money. I'll be happy to just take that money for now. Not a ton, but some. And then I'm going to go into here. The reason I'm going here is the possibility of sieging down someone with money. 23 loot. They're so wealthy. And they have a building called the Yakchal. Dome-shaped ice houses combine a subterranean storage area with heat-resistant construction materials to create an insulated space that functions as an evaporative cooler. Feels kind of like an igloo, but someone else. You're being silly with this game and always play a custom character picking a friend of yours. I love that so much. And you give him a bunch of silly names of things you know he loves and enjoys, like Nintendo and PlayStation. Sten, that's really cool. That's really cool. Occasionally we do themed names. A while back we had a family of people named after root vegetables, like yam and potato and so on. That was delightful. But it's really sweet of you that you're naming a character after your family, or after your friends rather, and then building on that. I like that a lot. That's something I love about this game, right? If you want to, you can be very serious. I will struggle for the greater glory of the papacy. Or you can be big silly, and so let's do some goofy stuff like become Adamites and roll around naked. It's good fun. My wife comes forward. She wants me to invest in my homeland. Her idea is some kind of tricksy business investment. With a 75% chance of pulling it off. If we do that, we get 5% more taxes from our most valuable area. We could leave the opportunity to the people there. Control improves. Or just talk about affairs bores me. All right, sweetie. 75-25. We succeed. Hey, cool. So higher taxation income. Love it, love it. Unfortunately, my ally here is really foolishly chasing everybody else instead of fighting the actual war. So I'll earn the war score for him for now. Fine. Do I have a seneschal still? I don't. Probably important to get one. Yeah, it's... Wait, why are we suddenly -2 money? It was -0.5, and then suddenly... So our tax collector's doing the same thing. That's a big, big swing. I know I moved my marshal over to train commanders. That should not affect it at all. Oh. During warfare, the marshal on organized army does lower the cost of having them in the field. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, so you dance them back and forth based on if you're at war or not. There you go. There you go. And this buddy is still chasing people. I'll have to go help them in a moment. Tackle them, perhaps. We captured someone's nephew. Hello, child. You worth money? Oh, boy, howdy you are. So plus 73 on that. As of right now... Yeah, as of right now, the Sheikh we're helping does not have enough war score from battles. So here I come to help you, if possible. He may just stop in the mountains, which I'll turn some other direction. He's just running away. I no longer care. So I'll continue helping with the war here as we can. The Wild Hunt. My wife suggested a hunt. I didn't hesitate at all. I'd do anything to continue glimpsing at her. Kind of creepy, that. I'm stalking through the underbrush, my page at my heel. Why'd I get a piece of paper stuck in my foot? My hound ahead. It seemed that it's found a trail. Then suddenly, a woman's scream. I'm coming for my love. Maze on the page. Probably a bird. Now we're going ourselves, of course, to save our beloved queen. Romance, the Wild Hunt. Within what must have been a minute, but felt like an hour, I reach a clearing. Fauna's on the ground, disheveled and weaponless. Above her, a huge stag. Surely the largest beast we've ever fought in our life. Nonetheless, our arrow strikes true. We have become soulmates. We lay together. Give me a son. I need a son. What's the top tip for making money in this game? Yours is use hooks from the stewardship tree. Yeah, I tend to have kind of a boring answer on money, which is I just build a very strong economy. Allow me to roll my sleeves up and get the abacus out. I tend not to go for the easiest ways to make lots of money. I like imagining I have a very strong empire with good tax collection. But yeah, if you need money fast, definitely ransoming prisoners, definitely definitely producing hooks and then selling them is very easy to go. Or go $1,000 in debts and die. What do you mean we were 8,000 gold pieces in debt and then suddenly recognized if we just die, it goes away? That was a good day. That was a good day for sure. Place your bets now. Will our beloved wife produce a boy? She's gotta. She's gotta. You'll recall there was one time in our Mother of Us All Africa playthrough, we were able to produce, I believe, 9 consecutive boys with no girls, and I really needed a girl. +4 knight size. Alright, so just like that, we get 4 more knights, all of whom are relatively good. Relatively good. We still need 159 more piety to finish changing our focus over to being against the Caliphate. As a Norwegian, you tend to play the Vikings. Oh yeah, good call that raiding is absolutely amazing. Our very first playthrough of this game was, when I say this game, I mean CK3, not any CK. Our very first playthrough of CK3 was playing a lovely Swedish playthrough, beginning as this county and taking over basically the whole world. All right, my agents are prepared. I wish I were not at war right now, because I need to launch a war as fast as possible before, assumingly win, before the child can build up alliances. So, bon appetit, Muhammad. Poison. Poison. 94% chance. Thanks to the duck and the poison vial, Mir Muhammad is finally dead. It seems that none of the agents are under suspicion, which means no one knows this thing that we have done. Must be the light of the moon. Okay. So. Okay. Before he gets alliances, I need to attack him. Before we can attack him, though, we need to be putting our troops away. Before I can do that, I need to help my ally here. So fingers crossed. If I can't get this done quickly, we're going to have to kill our vassal. Sorry, kill our liege again, rather. So, once again, we're steward. We're on the liege's council again. Hooray. Your first CK game was in the county of Ireland? Oh, yeah. It was definitely great to play in Ireland and learn the mechanics in a semi-controlled area. My first ever CK playthrough was over in Spain. The quote-unquote tutorial for the quote-unquote tutorial for the game, and it was not a good tutorial. It taught you how to push certain buttons, but taught you very, very little about anything else. And yeah, I'm so glad the tutorial is much better than it was back then. Miss, have a good night, friend. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, so we're out of war. We have scads of money. We could build right now, but we don't want to. It is time for us to launch an independence faction. Or we can dissolve. With dissolution, I can recreate. I want dissolution. Okay. We can send the ultimatum in 8 months. Huh. And I can press it right now. Why can't I, why say I can do it right now? Well, maybe it actually fires in 7 months. Nope, there it goes. No matter how many corrupted souls you entice to carry out the plan, I would not give into a fight. I'd die defending what was rightfully mine. I don't think I should be able to fire quite that fast, but fair enough. Okay, unfortunately, that moves towards stabilization. Good. I was worried that attacking as a supporter of the Caliphate, Winky Winky, would cause it to go in the direction of concession. We're still ahead of what we want. So, our liege has 200 money that is enough to hire mercenaries. I prefer we can keep mercenaries out of it, but I will call in my ally, because they're friendship mercenaries, and that's what counts. He won't come? Oh, because I'm on the wrong side of the struggle. Man, so annoying. I swear I don't want to be. I forgot about that. We gotta do it alone for right now. This area is a dry land, so bonus to our commander. That said, we want to use us instead. And they did raise, they did raise a mercenary group. We'll still be fine. We'll still be absolutely fine. We got a son. Got a son. Oh, Thana, you've been so brave, so strong. Words cannot describe my love for you. And now a perfect son. This boy, please be average. This boy is average. Good, good, good. Hey, Femini, thank you so much for the resubscription, friend. Thank you for using a Prime sub with us. Did you know I grew up just a stone's throw away from that place where people had all those mysterious head injuries? How did that happen, Femini? How do they have head injuries? A stone's throw away. I like it a lot, my friend. Thank you so much for that. Your name is Mandahar. That's a fine name. I'm gonna stay with the names right now. Welcome to Mandahar Shervanzadeh. My son, I will give you this title so soon, I promise. And Trith, thank you for the generous resubscription also. Congrats on the boy. Thank you. Cigars for everyone. Hooray, hooray, hooray. But thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for hanging out with us. Hope today's going very well for you all. And got about an hour till teaching time. Maybe a little bit less than that today. But it's been nice hanging out so far. And if we can achieve the duchy today, that is such a huge, huge, huge benefit to the playthrough. It makes us a real power for a while. Now, we're still secretly Zoroastrian. Yeah, there it is. Still secret Zoroastrians. We got to pass it on to our son. Now, I want to look after you, but unfortunately, I've already taken 2 of the children. So, hello to you, Navaba. I wish to stop educating you. Why can't I? Wait, remove guardian is retract the guardianship of a guardian or ward I have authority over. I am your king. Huh. Apparently I'm not able to stop looking after my own child. Well, that's unfortunate. We'll figure out in a bit. Hey, Horizon Lights. Horizon Lights, thank you for the brand new subscription. I'm glad you're enjoying hanging out with us. Thank you for your kindness. It's always awesome hanging out, and I appreciate it a bunch. Nice. Unfortunately, as we continue bumbling along, taking our liege's territory, some of the locals decided they don't like me anymore. Rabble, 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 they say. Currently, my my marshal is focused on keeping the troops cheap. We do want that for sure, so we can send him over... so they don't run out of money while we're fighting. Eventually, though, we'll move him over to Gilan to lower the rabbling there. Yeah, the rabbling is happening primarily because it's being sieged, I think. Gotta make sure you don't miss any more puzzles. It's right, crossword puzzles. Definitely the best of all possible elements of the stream. I know a lot of other streamers play other games during ad breaks, things like Words with Friends and so on. That's not it. Whatever the chatting one is, I can't remember. But yeah, I like the crossword puzzles. It's definitely my unique shtick here. Let's talk about a dark cave and see if we go see the face of Darth Vader. One of the children at court, Zia, had taken the wooden horse of a younger boy and thrown it into a nearby cave. My daughter was there and saw it happen. Layla threw a fit of rage and beat Zia bloody. This didn't help the younger boy, who started crying even more. Layla has trouble controlling her anger just like we do. Yeah, it's fine. Or we can make her brave. So brave is quite nice on rulers. She won't rule though, so you're gonna be big angry. We don't mind that at all. The current hope on the siege here is that we capture the child, our own liege, very, very soon. 38 days there. Up this way, it's 8 months. Once we finish this, I'll probably push forward to fight them. 133 more points to convert over. Good. We captured his brother, not him rightfully. That brother's worth 10 points in, 10 points in war score. Not exactly what I need. All right. Can we get there before the siege finishes? Video game says we might win this. That's not true. You're lying, video game. We'll definitely win this, as long as we get there before they finish the siege. And we will. Hey, Stead, you're currently playing City Skylines 2, 804, CK3, and Stellaris. You want a Christmas card from Paradox. I mean, should I tell Sten the honest answer here about what happens when you buy all the video games? One of us might own some Paradox stock and greatly appreciates your generosity in supporting my retirement. A very small amount, don't worry. But yeah, there's so many good Paradox games out right now. I know that Paradox put out a little meme joke the other day. A little meme joke about they've released, what, 4 DLCs in... 4 DLCs in like a month or so. It's absolute insanity. Absolute insanity how much has come out recently. Greatly Adler finishes half-hour Hegel series. We get tired of crosswords. I can do 3-minute Hegel, where I counter the phenomenology of spirit 3 minutes at a time. Someone, who was it? It wasn't Brandom, but someone published an essay on the phenomenology of spirit. Explained. No. It's Gödel's incompleteness theorem explained in words of no more than 1 syllable. I've been considering trying to write an essay on chapter 10 of Brandom's Making It Explicit, the big complicated chapter, in words of no more than 1 syllable. Because that's a funny project, right? There's these absolutely super complex phrasings about linguistic denotation and so on. Is it possible to turn it into a basic explainer with words of no more than 1 syllable? I think it's doable. I started doing it months back and then got confused. This siege is unimportant compared to going here. If I leave troops behind, we still have all of our knights. So forward to possibly death and glory. We'll see. The different Paris games are given different levels of attention. I mean, it's true. It's definitely true. I don't exactly know how they choose what to focus on. Yeah, I'm just not quite sure on that. But I'm always delighted to see whatever new is being made in the Paradox-averse. We have personally been wounded. That's fine. That's fine. We're fine, though. Okay. We do have a physician, and the wound's already gone. Bingo bango. No problemo. We captured Ubiad here. Ubiad is not a very good knight, but I need more knights from my my grinder, so come on down. Hey, Jerry Fodor. Tune in to talk about Brandom? It's true, it's true. I mean, why would anyone talk about anything other than Brandom? It's the only topic worth one's time. Alright, welcome, new knight guy. Glad you're here. Have I done much of Hearts of Iron 4? I've done literally no Hearts of Iron 4. And I've been saying for years and years and years that I will one of these days. It is possible I can come next. I would just need to get so much DLC and start from the beginning. Oh, yeah. There's so many games out there. I know Hearts of Iron is, I believe, the largest current Paradox game. EU4 is second, I believe. And so it'd be good for me to learn it, just so I can talk about it a bit more. But there's just so much. You want to love the game, but it's not user-friendly. I mean, in some measure, no Paradox game is. And I have no problem learning the Paradox game, so you don't have to. But I'll need to set aside a few days to, like, read through everything. The other possibility is asking our friends Cringer or Shinrer to do a multiplayer stream in which they walk through literally everything and talk to me about, here's how this mechanic works, and here's how this mechanic works. And I go, yep. So if you want a 4 or 5 hour long stream of me just agreeing, boy howdy is it fun. A Horn Siren, thanks for the follow, friend. Alright, so the peasants would like to have freedom. Yeah. So CPM, it is the case that I'm also not playing Hearts of Iron 4 right now because of the Russian-Ukraine situation. I've been insisting I will not play it till that's done. Because the I just don't want to deal with the reality of the conflict. I don't want to deal with trolly chatters also. So we'll change over to that at some point. I just need to wait until things settle down. Someday there'll be peace in the world, and on that day I will play all of the violent games. Alright, well, obviously we're not lowering our taxes, so obviously we have one more group to fight. So obviously I'm going to move my big sieging group up that way. And that's the only bit, correct? Yeah. We're at plus 61% on the one war and 0 on the other. CK3 may be a good step into user-friendly Paradox games. Yeah, absolutely. I think of the current Paradox big ones, CK3 has the very best tutorial. I think it has shiny buttons. That said, the other day I watched a streamer who had never played a Paradox game before play CK3 without doing the tutorial, and it was so funny because Brother Man did not know what buttons to push, did not do what anything did, and was just so confused. And we offered him help, and he got even more confused. And I hope he's not giving up. I hope he's still giving it a shot, because definitely it's a game that is worth learning, I think. Shashriard, an okay fighter, so we'll ask you to join us also. Cool. And we just run back and forth. To the brooding Shervin, welcome to my forces. I have so much money right now. Though it's the case that I would like to hire mercenaries in the future, what I'd clearly like to do is build up anything we can. So time to build this a capital. Again, this is just a larger garrison, so not super useful. At least it spends the money a little bit. Okay. Yeah, there's a new Stellaris DLC coming out pretty quick here. We could play that next. Not that I want to be an all Paradox all the time streamer. I am interested in checking out more Stellaris and so on. All right, 100%. We are the winners. We captured a little bit of everything. We're going to finish this siege. We're going to check out the prisoners. And then we're going to end this thing, which again, oh shoot. Why did I spend that money? I can get it back. I want to use that money to create my liege's title after I destroy it. That was slightly dumb of me. It's just a little bit dumb. We'll be okay though. Hello to you, Arif. Arif, you're an okay fighter. We'll have you join us, please. Okay. And then Kiddo here. If I subtract, I subtract 10 points off of this, 47 plus 23 is 70, plus 21 is not going to be quite what I need. So I might keep the other kiddo. At that point, though, we captured this fine fellow. You're worth money, so we ransom you out. And then how much money is the kid worth? If you're worth at least 30, I'll go ahead and ransom him. If not, I won't. 19. Nope, never mind. The war is over. Peace in our time. Okay. So what that did was destroy the ducal title that we were under. So I'm now independent. I don't really want to be independent, especially while we're weak in the way that we are. So put the troops away. To make the ducal title cost 250. So cancel this upgrade. Give me my money back. We are very close to the money we need. We're just saving for 250. We're there now. Okay. Friends, we are a duke, by which I mean we are... I'm sorry, my title's what? Oh. Tabaristan Shah. Tabaristan Shah Shervin Rostam Zadi. That is one heck of a name. Sign me up. Sign me up. Wow. The most notable important thing about that, of course, is that now I can give counties away under me to my family members and not have them go independent. That is good, good, good. I want to drive all of these into us next. It's going to be a bit slow. Is Steam World Build on my radar? Thorn, is that a game? Steam World Build? I don't know it at all, unfortunately. Am I looking for the new Napoleon film next week? Absolutely. I'll definitely watch it. I don't know when the Napoleon film is releasing here, though, in Japan. Oppenheimer, still not released. So I'm now of the opinion that Oppenheimer will not release in Japan. So the original reason it didn't is because summer films tend not to be serious in Japan. Japanese summer films tend to be like light and happy and so on, to go with this season and with people not being in school quite so much. And so the initial thought was that Oppenheimer would be released in the fall or the winter. And now that films like Killers of the Flower Moon are come out here, which are definitely not happy, fun films, Oppenheimer would have been shown had it been releasing. So I believe it's never come out here. I'll watch it online instead, and that's fine. That's fine. But there was some betting at my school of whether it ever release, and the answer is that no, it will not. We can do it. All right. Finally, I'm opposed to the Caliph. Does Japan have a state censorship film approval apparatus? The answer is no. That said, Japan works in mysterious ways. So even if there's no explicit "thou may not release here," there'll be kind of in the background pressure, like indirect pressure of what would be the reason to release this film here? We don't understand why you'd want to. And so that comes across as, don't you dare do this thing. And it's not at all, you'll get fined or taxed or in prison. It's instead, your social standing will decrease for bringing trouble that's not necessary. Now, it is possible that, like, indie theaters, indie folks will get the film eventually, but it won't have a major release for sure. Most likely. All right, so announce opposition to the Caliphate. The Friday prayer is the most important religious ceremony of the week, ending with a recitation of the realm's spiritual and temporal sovereigns. By removing the Caliph's name from the list, I declare to all Ummah that I consider myself the foremost master of my domain. We gain detractor, our people come to love us. Our name is read in Friday prayer. I've decreed that my name is most important. More diplomacy, more piety, cheaper title creation, etc. Everyone around dislikes me quite a bit more. That is fine. I've declared that henceforth in my lands the name will be read last. Oh, when all the men of the realm are assembled in the mosques, the clear sign of separatism will surely anger the lackeys I leave behind, but who concerns themselves with the opinions of sycophants? Fortunately, it brings me into perfect alignment with my liege. That's me. Aren't paradox bugs fun? I've been brought into alignment with myself, for I am the master of my domain. That's a great Seinfeld reference indeed. I've done a bold thing. So, some people dislike me quite a bit more, but very quickly, our vassals come much more in line to us. Much more in line. Cat. Zanjan here is my weakest holding. It has one open slot for building. Rion the same. Gilon all full. So I'm going to give Zanjan here to somebody who is in our family, but is not landed already. And there's so many people, it's probably easier to find them this way. We could give it to the boy, to good old Mandahar, but probably better to hand it over to our brother, who is married normal marriage and has a child. Cool. Hello to you, Karine. You are humble and ambitious. Please don't kill your brother after he gives you a nice gift here. So, to you we gift. Uh-oh. Where's the gift title button? Where's my gift title button? May have to do it this way instead. Hey, Official Gasu, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Alright, so we can sort from this way. Must be my dynasty. So elder brother's not available. This guy's fine then. You're married. Normal marriage, fine. Cool. All right, friends, it's been another hour since the last ad break. We're going to go ahead and take a quick little 3-minute break, finish out today's crossword puzzle. And then when that's done, we'll come back to the game for a little bit, and that'll be good. Oh, maybe the other brother wandered away. Okay, I didn't notice that, but thank you. How buggy has this playthrough been? The one bug you saw there was the first bug I've had in the playthrough, so probably not a big deal. But yeah, it's feeling. I mean, I know that other streamers have said this is a really buggy release. I haven't experienced that. Now it's possible I don't know what to be looking for. So if you've noticed bugs, I'd love to hear about them, but nothing so far on my end of things. All right, let's finish today's crossword puzzle. Gosh, I hope. So, parents reprimanded for being disobeyed. What did I dust say? Jays instead of jackdaws. Jays are colorful cousins of crows. What did I just say? Co-winner of Times' Person of the Year for 2020. No idea. Quite a bit is immensely. Points. Probably that kind of pointing. But not sure. Lamborghini feature that opens up. It is indeed car door. What's clever here is it opens up in the sense of it goes up instead of side to side. A car door. Cell resident is an inmate. What is this thing? Today we have both the unfortunate felons and the unfortunate inmate. Carcerality up in here. One new who needs a hand at work. A palm reader. Marmalade component. I guess the rind does go into it. I didn't know that. Hard nose is unyielding. What is this? Eat ent. Undeveloped. Eat ent. Something is wrong here. Latents. Oh, it's not pale, it's Paul. Paul, not pale. Cat. A durable cloth made with hand-twisted yarn. So something cord, I don't know. Got big on social media. Trended. Oh, it's Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris was co-winner of the year, probably Joe Biden. I thought it would be someone involving COVID, like Anthony Fauci, but no. Point. Prong, probably? Whipcord. There you go, team. I give you another completed crossword. Monday is done. Tuesday is done. And we got a bunch of old ones we want to. But how cool is that, huh? How cool is that? This is the last week Thursday. I got a good start on that one for sure. Good to good. Last week Tuesday. Yep. We got some leftovers. Maybe we'll fix those tomorrow, possibly. Oh gosh, tomorrow. I forgot to mention in the intro. Tomorrow, if stream happens, it's happening late. Because I've got a doctor's appointment at 9 a.m. tomorrow. It was the only time they could work me in to check my blood and kidney function. My doctor's convinced that something is wrong inside of me. It's caused my mental health pills to not work right anymore. So, yeah. I'll mention this on Discord also, but definitely late start tomorrow, if at all. Mountain Dew, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you for celebrating. I know you're a big fan of how we solve the crossword here. Thank you for your kindness, for sure. All right. Can't believe I missed in the intro today that there's no stream tomorrow. Usually I'm very good about remembering that at least, but doctor's appointments are needed. As I said yesterday, going through the subway system at 9 a.m. is going to be absolutely terrible. So we'll see how it goes. All right. So, our wife is pregnant once more. How cool is that? So the ducal title I hold, Bavin did, only is these items. If we could create this duchy here, then there's the possibility of getting this person to join peacefully. That's seeming somewhat unlikely. So... hello, neighbor. We have a truce with him because a moment ago he was the leader against me. And then Raya over here we can probably incorporate if we want to. Nope, truce there also. But I can't deal with them quite yet. That's okay. We'll see if they stay independent. Hey, it's your boy Klaus. Thanks for the Prime sub, friend. Thanks for being here. Hope today's going well. All the way. So we come now to a period of peace and hopefully prosperity. Point at which we're going to build up as much as we can, and then I don't know what's going to happen after that. It really is waiting for this truce to burn off. It's going to be how long? 5 years and 7 months. So in 7 months I can take this bit. We'll definitely do that. Because I hold only this duchy, not that duchy, I'm not going to have a de jure way of fighting him. We could do conquering, though. Or holy war. Oh, we can holy war him because he's the wrong flavor of Muslim. Nice. I'll do one of those definitely. But another level up. So, need to decide. Do I want cheaper CBs? I mean, obviously I want to finish the Night Tree. We'll continue down the Night Tree. Even though I'm well aware what's better to do is most likely to run down through Spearmen. Because we have two groups of Spearmen who are doing the best they can. Having them strong would be good. Plus 4 money. Plus 4 money. That's cool. Also wondering, how is our research going? Oh, it's so bad. This is our first research. 30 more years. So if we want to, we could try to become Persian or some other flavor near Persia. So I'm guessing Persia is ahead of us, aren't they? They have 9 of 23 in tribal. We have the same. So no particular reason to do it. And I just don't want to go hybrid. I want to stay straight Persian if I can. To do that, though... Okay, what is the county here? It is Dalamite also. Now, one can change culture by adopting the culture of your local folks. I may need to move my capital into a Persian county once we take some over. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I can create this duchy if I have another 200 money. That's a bit long from now. My brother wants me on the council, understandably. Brother dislikes me a little bit. Oh, he wants an alliance also. No alliance. As powerful clan vassal. He also supports the caliphate. What? Shenanigans. So you go on to the council there. That's fine. Now, because he's part of our house, I believe I can use our house stuff to make him fall in line. So improved taxation does what? If we do this, then every clan vassal gives me more money. Now, 2% on 0.9 is not so much. Or we can do consult house members. If we do that, then people on the council do a little bit better. Improves skill on counselor tasks by 10% for house members of the council. Unfortunately, his only skill would be finding secrets. I don't want that right now. So this is not super important. Luckily, our unity is still trending up. Hope that continues. So as a clan person, he wants an alliance. Will he join my side? He might. We're not currently using our sway. Let's do that. Try to give him up some more. We could also accuse him of being virtuous. We can say, I accuse you of honesty. And then he might like me more. He will take the alliance, though. Good. Oh, no. Oh, no. As my horse, Juljana, trudges the stable, dragging his legs, hanging his head, there is no doubt. My stallion is sick. The stablemaster assures me there's a cure. Comes at a hefty price. 20 money only, not so bad. Or whatever happens is the will of Allah. No price too steep. Must keep my horse around. Okay. Also, now that we're a Duke level title, we need to have more than one spouse. How many do we need to have to fix our prestige problems? Oh, it's not prestige, it's piety, possibly. It is piety. And we gotta go on the Hajj also. Oh boy, need more money for sure. Okay. I don't want too many children, so I'm gonna try to find spouses that are old. Are there any old women in my territory here? Not my mother. Hello to you, Gonzam. Oh, you're married to my giant. Hello, giant man. And then giant number 2 here. Oh, so good. His education is in diplomacy. He's already at 24 at age 13. You're better than your father, actually. That's crazy. Why on earth? Oh, that's me, actually. I apologize. Your father is 12, actually. missing the leg, getting cold and old. Unfortunate. So other people in my court who might be on the older side and therefore no more children needed. My daughter is not going to do it. Appears that everyone might be married off already, which is fine. Yep, that's what it is. Why do you hate me? Short reign, asked him to convert. He came out of the prison. That's fine. Okay, we'll find someone who's not inside of our territory then. Non-fertile, ideally. 17-year-old depressive who's chaste. That seems like a recipe for sadness. So, people who are nearby. We could get alliances. We're not going near Lover's Pox. Okay, how strong is this Shakedom? It's another giant. I'll do anything for giants. He also likes the meat pie quite a bit. Marrying it to your mother. That's fine. So we started at 0.5 prestige. Negation. Undisciplined recruits. I'm observing Naib Zartusht as he trains some new levies. The recruits are a disorganized mob. Look as he struggles to gain control of the situation. He's been pushed to his limit. It's never easy to train new soldiers. He must do better. So I can teach him about command. That might work out, as he is diligent especially. He should listen. That said, I want to yell at him. If I cheer him up, I want to yell at him. If I chastise him, I'm forgiving. And that feels bad too. So we're simultaneously wrathful and forgiving. It's very confusing. Alright, so we've married some Emir's mother. And it is the case. We made this man to a better commander. Cool. For that, we also got 100 martial points. 100 the same. Now that we have another... okay, you just need to have a second wife. So 2 wives and you don't lose any more points. The Hajj is the next big desire, though. Hajj is expensive. So we'll see. Okay, so Rayad and Yaz are together. Kazin is together with Kuwar. They're both tiny little babies. Okay, has the truce dropped off? It has. So, quick little attack here. Conquer Duchy's fine. Got lots of prestige. Absolutely great. My magic flag is where? Over here. That's fine, I guess. So here comes everybody once more. Yeah, and our troops are getting pretty big and silly. That's great for here. Now, you recall, as always, it's great and silly for our local powers, but we are so weak compared to everybody else. And luckily, we have an alliance down here to a bit of a bully. Hope that continues. It's come to attention that some of my commoners are going to spend time with my brother. How much money to make a brother like you? All my money. So we're going to say no on that one. I'm currently hemorrhaging cash. My marshal's focused on stop hemorrhaging cash. We gotta fix the economy. That is the big thing. Our economy does not support my military right now. And Kuwar is joined in also. That's fine. Now, unfortunately, the leader of this faction is a boy hiding in his house. I can put away some of my troops. Definitely our levy numbers are growing up more and more and more. My daughter! Another lovely daughter. Her name is Golpari, or Golpari, or Golipari. Hello, daughter. More alliances for you very soon. He's sending in even more troops. We already stack wiped one group. This guy's not very good, but glad to have more folks hanging out with us. More knights, possibly. And we're at plus 50% on war score. So we got an all we can get via battles. Lately, the burden of rule has been more acute than usual. My mother has noticed. She insists I spend a day in the gardens. She'll handle my responsibilities. I could say I refuse to relax, or thank you for the rest. My mother will have a say in my decisions. We'll see how that goes. We'll see what mommy causes. My daughter has been impressed with one of the household. After meeting together, the warrior tells her to be diligent. Thank you for that. We're so close to burning out on stress. It's okay. It'll be our first level 1 break. It'll be fine. Good victory there. We captured more folks. We head on down again. And we imprisoned a Wali here, who is not worth a war score, but is worth cash money. And Uhuru. Uhuru means something important in Swahili, maybe? Something like that, possibly. He is of the Azrakism. There's no worthy successor to Muhammad. It's a right and duty to struggle against any leader who does not uphold the faith's values. Wow, that's pretty cool. Just change religion and go away. Thanks. This siege is going to take roundabout forever. I cannot wait till we have a third. We do! I forgot when you become a duke, you get a third group. We can get our siege weapons going. Doing this during war is so stupid. I cannot do that. But siege weapons would help so much here. Otherwise, it'd be 3 years of waiting. Oh, that's gonna take a while. That's gonna take a real while. Yeah, I wish it were possible to just say to this guy, look, you've been defeated. The siege is happening. You're never gonna win. I think we have a siege commander somewhere. We do. He hates me, but it'll go a little bit faster then. Fine. Fine. Alright, well, as we ignore this eternal war, our wife is pregnant again. Neato. I could call in some allies to try to help. Push it a little faster. So I'll bring in the big buddy to the south. He'll definitely come. And we'll see if he's able to help out with this one. Indeed he does. I'll be curious to see if he brings in siege weapons. Here be secrets. My daughter Layla bursts in, saying she's learned something about Gazma, my caravan master. What'd she do? She's murdered someone. It's not a leader, I'm not too concerned. Also, my player heir is pulling pranks and brawls, all the rest. He's age 2, little silly kid. We'll teach him to be a warrior like his dad. Now, may I become your teacher now? I don't think I can. So we're still stuck on these 2 wards. I can finally remove one. I don't know why I was not allowed to do it before, but now I can. So you're going to be looked after by your grandmother. Good. And then we'll look after the boy myself. Boy? Good. Okay, as he focuses on martial, I'm pretty good at that. We'll see how this goes. A renowned trainers approached me after hearing rumors of my mighty stallion. So our mighty stallion is currently a fierce warhorse. Let's make him strong and fierce too. That's all my money going away. I probably shouldn't have done that. He took his training well. We can see it instantly. He's now a strong and fierce warhorse. Gives command advantage and larger levies as well. I wish I knew what all those elements do, but how cool is that? Here comes an army with some siege weapons. This should help tremendously. Thank you, allies. They're running right past me, refusing to use their siege weapons here. They'll probably go win on the hill and then deploy siege weapons on that fort in the hills instead. Whichever way. If it gets out of the war quickly, I'm fine. So we're still moving towards stabilization, away from active fighting into passive fighting. Concessions nowhere near. I'm going to go and run through my vassals right now and make sure that all of them are opposed to the Caliphate, which you are not. Will you join my side? 76% on that. We're currently swaying him, correct? After next successful sway, I'll then have him go ahead and join the anti-Caliphate group, which should also lead to more unity amongst us. We're on the same side then. Under my wing, my beloved Layla is spending time with my mother. Apparently her grandmother likes the mother. My mother cared, it's lovely. Unfortunately, my mother is a zealot for the wrong kind of religion. She's very unlikely to change faiths, so I'm going to ignore that for right now. Mommy can do anything she wants to do. And yeah, the friends to the north decided to use their siege weapons there. We don't mind that at all. They'll probably come down and help afterwards. We don't hold the war target yet. I swear I'm trying. Another battle. Again. Wonder if eventually I'll capture every able-bodied person. A second son! His name is Bram. Welcome, Bram. You are the spare. We now have both pieces we need. New prisoner is Farzad. He is nobody special. It's nice to be a military engineer, but we don't need that urgently. So, just go forth and, do a good job. Thanks. Alright, sweaty, tired, in need of food. A long day of training the troops has come to an end. We search for a place to camp. We spot an old abandoned castle. That's where I'll make our camp tonight. The sun is setting. They're worried about ghosts. Let's go inside and see what we find. There's darkness, there's dampness, there's desolation. Everything is gone. Upstairs I see some tapestries and paintings. Downstairs, who knows? That's a spooky thing though. So, if we go downstairs, we get Faced My Fears, more prowess, less stress gain. A 2% chance, though, of getting very dread and going through a stress break. Let's go down. I Face My Fears. The next 10 years, we're a little bit stronger, more powerful, and worthy of our ongoing command. This moment of centralization is feeling very, very good. That said, the neighbor to the east, the Saffarids, have taken over the territory of my former liege. So once we are able to take this bit, we then need to become an absolute fortress and keep big alliances, because now that we're independent, it is so likely that we're going to get smushed. How do we think about this long term? I attempt to rush technology to get additional building slots, to get more economy, to get a bigger army. I think that's the solution, but I'm a little bit concerned about the folks to the east. Bam. Alright, let's go ahead and compliment our brother. He is deceitful and callous and generous. Courage, rationality, handsomeness. We'll say he's an attractive guy. We look the same after all. Hey, Leo. Oh, 1Q84. Murakami's so good. Thank you for your generous follow, friend. Thank you for the Murakami reference. It's cool. So, our brother agrees that he's attractive. He's the fairest one of all. We are now 4 months to go from his coming to like me more. When that happens, he'll finally change his side of support. We could end the war right now. I do want to do so. 7 months is a long way to wait, and because I'm worried about the neighbors, I will definitely end the war now. So with that, we've picked up one more bit of territory, and it belongs to me. I'm currently 2 over. That's because there's also a lovely little temple there. So temple goes to random character, definitely fine. And we could give it to a task collector. Now I'm guessing that task collectors will need to be in my court to work, so random person's fine. Down here, though, not fully built up, only the 3 holdings, and we get someone in the family that I'm not caring about that much. Yeah, Karine here will come back and be a knight still, so do enjoy. And then, by the way, please change your religion. He'll do so. Alright, one of my brothers wants to lower crown authority. It's the one over here. He largely likes me. It'll be okay. Into the woods. The woods have been a valuable training ground. Everybody knows that any gallant knight is always on the lookout for new adventures. A malevolent tyrant, a secret trial, an innocent in need. I hadn't explored this part of the forest before. Perhaps what makes the sudden ruin seem like a test of valor. The church has been abandoned for decades by the looks of it. Spider webs have replaced the glass on the window. Broken trunks are now the new benches. Some birds fly away when I approach the rotten door. Finding all the spooky locations at once. So I could say, there are few things as tempting as an unexplored mosque. My mufti, Farzad, would like to hear about this. We could use the place as a storage room. If we do that one, we get more supply limit. We leave food for the troops. Let's go explore and see what we find. The silhouette appears so abruptly that it's almost suspicious. Her face reflects the sunset light and manages to make it seem cold. Ah, valiant knights, have you come to my rescue? Will you be so kind to take me back to the castle? Her voice is so calming, her gestures so relieved. I could say I never abandon an innocent in need. We're likely to get lost and wounded. Or, what's she doing here alone? I need to leave at once. If I change my wife's focus to help me in martiality, what do we get? Basically nothing. We have less than a coin flip to get the good outcome. So I'm afraid of her. I'm going to run away. Good. Good. Hello, 2HPG. Hello, Will. Are secret fates a thing now? Or am I just planning to switch to Zoroastrian later? So, secret fates are a thing. Our father was found out, but we are still practicing secrets. Still practicing secrets Zoroastrianism. They're playing the sun now. And we tend to pass it on to the family in the background. Hopefully it works. Alright. Loyalty and respect. More spouse, more vizier. I still haven't figured out how viziers work. I think they're just regents, but kind of confused there. We'll see eventually on that. May have to have a king to have that. Okay, so. Having won that, we're waiting for this to fire in 3 months. We then convert him to our side of the conflict. When that is done, good. That is done. I believe that all of my vassals are against the caliphate. That'll be good. Awesome. Because of that, House Unity is now good and friendly. So we're more likely to have a good succession. Hopefully that continues along to have a great family, great house all the way through. Try our best. Friends, unfortunately it's the case though that I'm going to need to bounce for today. We accomplished today's goal, which was just to get a stable and good ducal level title. That is the title of the Tabaristan Shah. So tomorrow, I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow. We have to, again, tomorrow there may be no stream. When I say tomorrow, Friday, definitely, maybe tomorrow. We need to make sure we go on a Hajj. We need to make sure we go that direction so we're loved and respected by the other Islamic folks nearby. Past that, I don't know. It's an awkward moment. We could attempt to destabilize some people nearby, but I'm just not sure. We'll figure it out. For now, though, I should find someone to raid host. We should find a person in the Crusader Kings III directory who is learning to play the game, maybe, and send your love. That's right, your love that direction. Hey, Elder Boy Joyzy. This is someone we like a whole bunch. This is someone who's been part of the community for a long time. Plays Dolphin Chemist folks also, so part of the community over there as well. Let me go ahead and raid host this person, and do wish them the very best of luck in their playthrough. They say they're playing the hardest difficulty. We'll see what that means. For now, though, folks, thanks a bunch, and we'll see you again tomorrow, day after, real soon. Goodbye. His raid settings do not allow you to raid at this time? What? Consider me profoundly offended. Never mind. Good night, folks.